Oh! Oh, he's done well to change the bounce. Oh, he's put it down. Bowling! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I'm smiling today because not just it is Super Saturday, but it is a big one. It is Mumbai, Chennai, Mumbai Indians, Chennai Super Kings. Say whatever you want to say, but this is the match to watch. My name's Avnish Hegde, and I have with me Somesh Agarwal, who is well rested since yesterday. So, how are we feeling on a Super Saturday?
All well. Looking forward to this game.
Looking forward to this game
now. Unwatchable afternoon game.
Unwatchable afternoon game, which will also shed light on if you guys are RR or DC fans, respectively. But of course, Deepak Chahar going to open the bowling in terms of this one. So, sink your streams in. We're slightly late, but look, better late than never. Sorry, he's not running into bowl because I thought he was. It was an optical illusion. But the big team news in terms of Chennai first, no Moeen Ali, no Ben Stokes for different reasons. We'll tell you why. There is Ajinkya Rahane making his CSK debut. You heard me correctly. He will be playing today. And of course, for Mumbai, the big news, so no Jofra Archer. So looking at the teams in tonight, who starts favourites and why?
Teams plus toss put together, Chennai, I think, are favourite by a big margin, in my opinion.
Okay, so
because there was one chink in their armory of not having a death bowler. Even that is solved now.
Correct.
Because they're playing Pretorius and they have Magala as well. So bowling wise, they have some reinforcements.
Correct. And impact subs wise, of course, we'll tell you an interesting name in terms of the Mumbai bench. Arjun Tendulkar features. Only time will tell. But these are the teams, and the first ball is going to be bowled. And again, it's just a quiet little poke from Rohit Sharma on the leg side. Now, of course, these are the teams, if you missed the toss, and we'll give you a confirmation. No Jofra Archer and no Ben Stokes and Moeen Ali, but you can see the replacements over there. So, Tristan Stubbs is an interesting name. I really like the bloke from South Africa, youngster, has been part of the MI squad before as well. So, let's see how it all shapes up at the Wankhede. And remember, this is the first match in Mumbai this year. So let's see what the surface offers. So far, there is a little bit of hint of swing. Now, you said by a big margin, Chennai starts favourite. I was just peering into our Critlytics on the cricket.com app. It was showing 61-39 in terms of CSK. Do you think that's a fair reflection?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think 60-40 is a big advantage in T20.
Yeah, it is. It is indeed.
But usually, even when teams, I mean, usually it's around 55-45.
Yeah.
But if some team has a 60-40 advantage, it's a big advantage. See, the thing is, Chennai are a lot more balanced.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot from Rohit Sharma. Scuffed it, but look, cluffed it, I should say, for 4. And it must be an absolutely noisy atmosphere in Wankhede. Yeah, carry on, so.
I'm just saying, Chennai are a lot more balanced. Like for Mumbai, they've added Thurston Stubbs, which is a good thing. At least it sort of provides them a extra batter, but on the bowling front, I mean, things look very bleak for Mumbai. It's like there is Jason Bendorf and there is almost no one.
Where would you rank them in terms of bowling attacks in this year's competition?
Number 10th.
Really?
Yeah.
You think the KKR lot are better than
of
Mumbai
course
lot?
Dude, KKR just bowled out RCB for what, 80?
Yeah, I know, but fair point.
And this Mumbai team against RCB won by 9 wickets.
That's also true. And you think that Mumbai, obviously without Archer today, look even worse.
Even
right?
worse. That's the thing, right? Yeah.
So
and Archer, see, the point is, we don't know the extent of Archer's injury. We have been hearing news that it's the same elbow. So if that is going to bug him throughout the season, the Mumbai are screwed.
Yeah, and we heard Rohit Sharma say injury, and then he said correction, not injury, precaution.
वो Indian setup में बहुत time से रहा है ना, he knows that कि भाई ज़्यादा information नहीं देनी है. Just give whatever is needed.
Yeah, for sure. I think that makes for a good little clip to just entice the viewers on Twitter and Instagram. So, Shaunak Ritesh, do the needful. And all you beautiful 9 people watching, I think it'll pick up as we go along. Do let us know your comments and thoughts, and you can scan the QR code below. If you're watching on your laptop, of course, to check out our website. Plenty of fantastic articles and whatnot. I just want to ask you guys to get the ball rolling. 35th El Clasico tonight. 34 they've played. Time flies, they say. Your best El Clasico memories. I'll ask Somesh as well, but I want to get your comments first. So we'll get the ball rolling. Top of the head, when you think MICSK, close your eyes and tell me what strikes out the most.
The fact that these two teams have won like 9 titles between them,
Okay.
9 out of 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think 2019 final has to be the best game between these two teams. Although,
And arguably the best final ever.
of course, I mean that and that's like final when Mumbai beat Pune was sort of El Clasico in a different manner because वहाँ भी धोनी रोहित था. So yeah, but 2019 final has to be there. I think one game in 2021 season when Pollard finished off, that was also a very good game. There have been a lot of one-sided MICSK games as well. 2013 final was one-sided, 2015 final was one-sided, 2010 final was decent. But yeah, I mean, 2019 final takes the cake. If you want my opinion on what's the best game between these two sides, given the context.
Yeah, given the context, and I think those are some really great games that Soms touched upon. I'll suggest two more in terms of the El Clasico archives. One is, of course, that game I was talking to Akshay, in the previous Watchalong. It was 2013, I think. Hilfenhaus to Dwayne Smith, 14 of 3 in one.
Actually, I'm just reminded of one more game.
And it was at the Chennai return in 2018, where Kedar Jadhav and Bravo.
That was a good game as well, but I certainly got reminded of that game when Jayasurya took Chennai apart in the very first season. That was also a very good game. That knock from Jayasurya and I'm watching Jayasurya and Tendulkar bat together was a different experience.
Correct. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think CSK MI, was it the opening clash in the 2009 South Africa IPL? I remember those two played one of the first games of the season or something like that, but even that one was a real gripper. So lots of interesting ones. Let us know in the comments below. Good to see you, Nanlal Sepat. Good evening. We'll open the comments right now. Poverty in the bowling attack suggests him. Hello, Tanmay Agarwal. Good to see you as well. Let us know your predictions in the power play. How much Rohit and Kishan are going off to?
KKR fan. Sushant, MI fan.
Yeah. I mean, the hashtag sack fonting's already began. And I think,
Gurkirat likes it.
Yeah, Gurkirat and Shubh in many ways wanting to be sacked.
Oh, 2-0 ho gaya. Yeah, I thought Everton would score, but they missed it by a whisker.
Happy me. But yeah, before this match, teams winning the toss only won 27.8% of the time. Matches 11 wins 3. Captains have chosen to field 10 times, winning 3, and they once decided to bat.
Loving this start already.
Yeah.
I mean, I love when there's no advantage of winning the toss in cricket.
Yeah. Unlike that stupid IPL 2021.
Unlike every game that is played in UAE.
Yeah.
Cricket should not be played in UAE.
Even that T20 World Cup, right? Fully.
Yeah, I mean, that's the UAE mein to toss jeeto, match jeeto. What is
what
wrong with Deepak Chahar?
Yeah, why is he bowling like a military medium pacer?
Oh my God, even is there an injury?
Is there an injury? And Som said it earlier, right? Deepak Chahar is irreplaceable.
If he's out, then I should actually move Chennai out of my top 4.
No, then if he's out, then how would you compare Mumbai's attack to Chennai then?
9. Chennai would be 9.
So
I'm just thinking. See, I'll tell you who are the weak bowling attacks in my opinion.
Bangalore actually.
See, Bangalore should not be having a weak
Siraj
attack.
and Harshal are not performing.
Actually, true. Bangalore should not be having a weak attack, but they look like having a weak attack at the moment.
And I know they'll be bolstered with Hasaranga and Hazelwood, surely with Topley out. But still, so we're banking on Siraj and Harshal every game.
See, at this moment, number 10 is Mumbai, number 9 is CSK. In terms of bowling attacks. बाकी फिर 8 में strong कौन है वो देखना पड़ेगा. Gujarat is, I think, the strongest. So anything with Rashid Khan is the strongest bowling attack.
Then I'd say Rajasthan.
They are more complete. Yeah.
Complete.
They have every
specialist bowler
matchup and plus what is bowled up to.
Correct.
Already 2 first over double wicket maidens in this season.
Yeah, I would love to get your thoughts on that initial game. 10 for no loss, by the way, 1.1 sinker streams in. We'll tell you our predictions, Ritik. I'll just finish this interesting chat with Som. So we're discussing the 10 bowling attacks and rating them. So he's gone for
something wrong with Deepak Chahar.
Something's wrong with Deepak Chahar as well. There's a little dodge, hamstring, suspect action, maybe.
See, I feel Hyderabad's bowling attack is overrated.
Okay, yeah, so I was going to come to them.
Yeah, I mean, everyone talks about they are a strong bowling unit. I have not agreed to it even before the start of the season. I think Bobby should not be playing. They should replace him with Kartik Tyagi. Okay. Even in the next. I mean, last game was a bowling wicket and still he bowled for some 5 wides in the first over. I mean, what are you doing?
That's all. At this level, you can't.
Yeah, and they don't have a top spinner as well.
Correct.
See, the only reason Washington Sundar adds value to a team because he can bat.
Yeah.
Because if you have to pick only on the merits of bowling, I don't think Washington Sundar would be in team just on the basis of his bowling.
Yeah.
And Adil Rashid, I mean, there are other overseas spinners who are better than him.
Yeah.
Plus, Nattu at the death, good, but Umran Malik also goes for runs.
Yeah.
So overall, I feel SRH is the most overrated bowling attack.
Okay, I want to see where you rank them, having said all those things. So, is it fair to say that you're going with GT, RR, potentially LSG at 3?
LSG again, with wood, without wood, it's a big difference. But if their home conditions are going to be like this, then they have a lot of options. They have like 4 spinners. They have Bishnoi, they have Krunal, they have Amit Mishra, and they have Krishnappa Gautam as well.
Correct. And not to forget
and
that.
Plus on those wickets, even Naveen Ulhaq is
almost
he can be a spinner.
Yash Thakur, the young lad, was picked up a couple of wickets. So
मैं सोच रहा हूँ team कौन है?
KKR,
Punjab have Arshdeep, Sam Curran, and that's a decent attack. Punjab has to be.
What about Delhi's bowling attack?
See, Delhi, that's a tricky one. See, Aksar has not been picking wickets for a while.
Correct.
Kuldeep Yadav is someone you cannot trust.
Yeah.
Endrick Nokia is there. Khalil Ahmed has had good seasons, but last 3 games he's been shit.
Yeah.
So Delhi at this point of time looks 7th.
Okay.
Or 8th.
Okay, fine.
Who else?
So you have basically Punjab, Hyderabad, RCB.
Hey, let's go from bottom.
Bottom, okay, fine. So you basically choose.
Mumbai is 10, Chennai is 9,
Delhi is 8,
Delhi is 8,
RCB at 7. By the looks of things right now. Or do you think SRH at 7? Because you just call them out. So maybe SRH at 7? Or do you think that's too low?
Yeah, I put SRH at 7.
Okay.
SRH 7, RCB at 6.
Okay. Oh, edged.
No, I put KKR at. No, RCB 7, KKR 6.
Punjab 5.
No, LSG 5.
Okay.
Because I feel they'll struggle when they play on true wickets or truer wickets.
Yeah.
And then top 4, mein Gujarat 1.
RR 2.
RR 2, Punjab 3. Who else is remaining?
You're forgetting good old. No, you picked. Yeah, who else were you forgetting? Because you picked Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi, KKR, RCB, SRH, LSG, RR, GT. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Are we missing someone?
Let's go one by one then. GT is 1, RR is 2, Punjab is 3. We don't know who 4 is. 5th is LSG. This is making me laugh.
6 is SRH.
6th is not SRH.
Punjab.
Oh, then we are sorted, no?
Ah.
So whoever was 5th now becomes 4th.
Correct.
Who is 5th?
Punjab.
So Punjab is 4th.
Yeah.
And 5th is KKR.
Yeah.
6th is RCB. 7th is SRH.
Okay,
then Delhi,
Chennai, and
Mumbai. Yeah.
Hope you guys got that, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Oh,
sorry for boring everyone out, ranking the bowling units.
Ranking the bowling units, but keep your questions coming through. Sharak, let's take some of the comments because Ritvik was asking us your predictions. I think Chennai is going to win. So might disagree with me, but he was also kind of having the Chennai hunch tonight because of the toss, the teams, and everything like that. Or do you think Mumbai will roll?
No, I think after the toss and looking at both teams on paper, I think Chennai has a stronger unit.
True, but did you ever take into consideration Mumbai coming back to the Wankhede, the fans?
ठीक है भाई, fans को उतर के खेलना थोड़ी ना है, खेलना तो players का ही है. I mean, as much noise as the fans can make. I mean, team is as good as the 11 that.
Okay, fans might be a silly thing, but what about knowing their conditions better?
See, Wankhede is a ground. I mean, I'm pretty sure. See, if you look at a Chennai lineup from top to bottom, Ruturaj Gaikwad, he plays for Maharashtra.
Oh, 1 second. There's an IPL debutant right now in Sisana Magala, and he has some nice swing over there.
So there is this nice anecdote about Magala. So Cricket South Africa recently introduced this 2-kilometer run thing that you have to make in a stipulated time, and because of that reason, when Nikran and all they sort of dropped out.
Yeah.
Even he failed that test. And he came back and saying that he did not actually say who the fuck, but he actually meant it, that who designs such test, because when do you run a 2 kilometer consistently on a cricket field? If you don't do something on a cricket field, why would you have that as a test? And which made a lot of sense to me.
That's crazy. I mean, that's a little anecdote, but yeah, we love it. Look at the bloke size. I mean, I don't want to fat shame anyone on the CDC platform right now, but like it does catch your eye. Sasana Magala, Thunder Thighs, they call him back home, I guess. Donning the CSK yellow. They've had a lot of South African in the CSK over the years. Faf comes to mind. They have Pretorius playing this game. Sasana Magala. Who else back in the day? I'm sure surely thinking they've taken a couple of more South African all-rounders. Of course, Abby Mokel, who can forget him.
And
Gidi as well.
Ngidi as well.
So
Shot.
in the air for a while, but brilliant shot from Ishan Kishan.
In all these conversations, Tendulkar peg मार रहा है.
24 for none, 2.3 by the way.
In all these conversations, we just forgotten कि भाई वहाँ पे चौके भी पड़ रहे हैं. And a decent start from Mumbai.
Yeah.
Guys, I mean, let us know in the comments below. How would you rate all these 10 teams on a ranking on their bowling?
On their bowling attacks.
Yeah, bowling attacks. What would your ranks be? We've given out what I think.
Yeah. To just give you guys a clue, I won't name all the 10 again because we went through it, but Soames rated these two as 9 and 10 respectively. Guess who, if you guys were paying attention? Magala to Kishan right now, and he pulls this time and one bounce four. So Mumbai making a statement. And look, they're targeting this particular debutant, and understandably so. Now, Dhoni has a lot to think about. The first ball, he had offside slightly more open, and then he was quick to call Jadeja from, I think, deep wicket or deep square and saying, Jad to Idhar Raja. So expect Dhoni to do Dhoni things. Greg saying, expecting Ishan Kishan to flop again. Look, I don't know if you guys saw that Ishan Kishan Instagram video. I think when they came to Bangalore, he was stuck in traffic, and there was a couple of bikers in the Bangalore traffic saying, Ishan Kishan, is it you? And Ishan Kishan saying, no, me-self, Ishan Kishan, brother. And it was a hilarious little clip, but I was starting to laugh once I saw that clip. But
I'm slightly unconvinced about the lens he's bowling with. These are not new ball lens, and plus I think there's something definitely wrong with Deepak Chahar if he's not bowling the third over.
Correct. I mean, if it's
already which is apt.
Which is, I mean, we spent 14 crores, right?
Yeah. So we were discussing Chennai players being used to one-credit conditions. Now, Gaikwad definitely would have played a lot here. He is a Maharashtra bloke. Then Conway थोड़ा सोचना पड़ेगा. I think, did he play the test which Ajaz Patel scored 100?
No, I think it was Will Young. Yeah, it was Will Young in the other bloke.
Okay. So, ठीक है, चलो Conway का थोड़ा देख लेते हैं.
Yeah. Conway might not.
Raidu definitely will be substituted, and Raidu knows this condition.
Rahane knows.
He's played for Mumbai. There is a reason Rahane is included.
Shivam
Dubey.
Maybe Pretorius has
Dhoni.
Yeah.
Jadeja.
Yeah.
Okay, Pretorius not Tushar Deshpande is a Mumbai lad.
Correct. Who else is there?
Magala ko chalo nahi pata hoga.
Yeah. So maybe just like a handful of players who haven't played at the Wankhede. El Clasico for the 8th position, saying Sharda. I'm good to see you, Sharda. Let us know what you're doing Saturday night in terms of not just the El Clasico, but any other things that you guys must have been doing. Surely it's a eventful weekend for all of you guys. Now, Som was touching upon it at the back at the front end of the show, where these two teams, 9 titles between them. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. I think certain batsmen like certain opposition. Rohit and Kohli freestyle in Chennai.
But this is shit bowling.
Shit bowling. Honestly, it's been buffet bowling. And 3 different overs right now. Deepak Chahar.
Dhoni must be itching to have
Sasana Magala. And now Tushar Deshpande.
Who bowled the second over?
Oh, I think second over was
Tushar Deshpande bowled the second over, yeah.
So basically Chahar, Deshpande, Magala, Deshpande. It'll be interesting to see if they do spin earlier.
Yeah, Dhoni must be itching to have Theeksana.
Yeah. And I think Theeksana and boys arrive on the 8th. They're basically flying as we speak, I guess. Asaranga, Theeksana and stuff. Because their ODI got over. Super. We have, of course, a particular stat we want to show you, because generally we talk about Rohit Sharma and the Wankhede Stadium in a sentence. We'll tell you about the stats, because the numbers suggest so that since 2018, look at those numbers. 27.1.
I think even if we remove at Wankhede Stadium, his numbers since 2018 have gone downhill. So yeah, I mean, just like his numbers everywhere, his numbers at the Wankhede Stadium have not been that great since 2018.
Correct. I mean, Rohit Sharma generally in IPL folklore, right? He's been one of those guys to be in the top 4, top 5 run getters. But I feel that he gives me an impression like a Gautam Gambhir, for example, who sometimes they don't need to deliver with a bat because they're so tactically good as a captain, they get away with it. Let's give Rohit credit. I mean, 5 IPLs is
True.
no
See, the
jokes. You
point
might
is,
have
are
your
you
Pollard,
talking about
Bumrah.
the top 4 or 5 all-time run getters in IPL?
Yeah,
I mean, you cannot discard the fact that he's played all 515 seasons.
Yeah,
14 seasons. So, I mean, even if he's averaging 250 runs a season, that gives him 3,000 IPL runs.
true. And
So,
essentially, Mumbai don't
and
expect.
he plays as an opener. So, opening is essentially the easiest spot to bat anyway in a T20 team.
And the fact that maybe even in the last 2 years he's changed his modus operandi as an opener in T20s. You mentioned in the earlier watch-alongs that Rohit will be one of the guys to at least showcase what he needs to do. I mean, do you think T20s is done for him, right?
In my opinion, yes. At the international scene, definitely, I don't see him playing for India in T20Is.
Yeah.
But he still has to prep for the 50-over World Cup. So from that lens, maybe there will still be hunger inside him. Plus, he has to prove he is, after all, costing his team 15, 16 crores.
Yeah. And look, I mean, we want to actually do this stat. So if we can provide it to you, we will. I was just thinking about it the other day. The most expensive starting lineups in IPL history. And I wonder if these two teams feature in any sort of capacity. You look at Chennai, they spent 14 crores. If Stokes played today, another 10 to that. So like that, I just want to see the most expensive starting lineups.
For Mumbai, just think about it. Their top 3 is 47 crores. They have 8 crore not playing today. And how Bumrah was easily 10 crores?
Yeah.
10 or 12 crores?
Yeah.
So 55 plus was 67.
Yeah.
Top 3 is 47 and 20 crores at the bench.
Yeah.
So 67 crore out of 100 crore to wahin chala gaya.
And Cameron Green is how much? 17?
Yeah, I'm counting Cameron.
Oh, yeah,
Green. So Cameron, that's why that makes it top 3 is 47.
Oh, top 3, okay. Yeah, I mean, oh, what a peach! We put the walkers on, Rohit Sharma, Tushar Deshpande. We've seen some beautiful balls in the last couple of days in IPL viewing. Of course, David Willey comes to mind with Mandeep. There's one which castled Markram with the spinner of Krunal Pandya, but this Tushar Pandya delivery to Rohit Sharma will probably be one of the balls of the tournament. So,
yeah,
I mean, it just moves in and then it jags away. I mean, Rohit Sharma and his palm can't play that, and it's hit middle. It's not even hit off.
Yeah, I mean, see, even Rohit was confused कि आगे खेलूं या पीछे खेलूं.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of shocked as well.
Stuck at the crease.
But what a delivery that is. I mean, just when you thought Mumbai were just getting ahead in this power play, Deshpande strikes, and it's a familiar score for Rohit in T20 since 2021. It's that 21 of 13, 22 of 14 sort of thing. But look, like Som said, there's a lot of firepower in this Mumbai batting lineup.
Yeah, batting-wise, they are right there. Yeah.
Because even though, of course, the services of Pollard is not there with them anymore, Tilak, they have Devon Brevis on the bench, which is just such an exciting prospect. Tilak, Sky, Cameron Green, Tim David.
More importantly, I don't think Chennai have a spinner that will trouble Tim David, because we saw who was that bowler? Karan Sharma getting Tim David in the last.
Correct.
Even in the last season, I remember him failing against Chahal, was it? When he got dropped for a few games.
Oh, there is spin being introduced.
Yeah, but
let's see who it is. Do you think it's Jaddu?
Either Jaddu or Santner. Who else do they have?
Who else do they have? Because remember, Mohan Ali is also not playing. He's sick, is what Dhoni said at the toss. And let us know which is your favorite El Clasico memory. That's what we've asked there. So it is Santner to Kishan, and Cameron Green's come out to bat. So
but this is one of my pet peeves, if you can call it.
Okay.
This is a favorable matchup for Ishan Kishan.
Correct.
He should not be taking single in the first ball.
Yeah.
This is not right. I mean, this has to change in T20 cricket sooner rather than later.
Yeah. We saw this the other day as well, when Som was quick just pointed out with Mohan Ali bowling to KL and KL taking a single to give Kalmi a strike. So, look, sometimes batters have their own thinking. Let's see if this comes to some sort of advantage for Mumbai, because, look, they still have 11 balls to take complete toll of this power play. They have Cam Green, who's come out to bat. And Cam Green to Mitchell Santner, just at the top of your head, do you envisage any wicket alert here? Or do you envisage carnage?
Cameron will go for it. I think he has the license. He has been given a license because Mumbai anyway bat deep.
Yeah, but Santner is such a clever bowler. I think Dhoni said, was this in 2019 or 2020? He said that Santner is such a good player that we can't let him go out of our squad. but at the same time, we have no place to play him. So Santner is just a brilliant CSK lad. Tanmay Agarwal saying, why below the scores written Mumbai's WS? Usually they have the ongoing case, MI versus CSK in this case. WS is saying Wankhede Stadium.
Yeah, but I didn't really get the question.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Maybe we are seeing two different streams, Tanmay.
I think he meant to the broadcasters for sure. By the way, if you're watching this, do give it a like. If you guys are backing Chennai, if you're backing Mumbai, do subscribe. And of course, if you just want a good game of cricket, do both. That's what I would suggest.
Yeah, and just, I mean, we want to know your favorite El Clasico memories. So please,
Yeah.
do let us know in the comments.
Soam said the 2019 IPL fan. Oh, he's got mid off back, Dhoni. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
That's just the power of Cam Green.
yeah, I think in that season, Mumbai actually beat CSK 4 times and then went on to win the final as well.
Yeah. And that was a brilliant season, I think, generally. The last season where it was properly across venues before this COVID IPLs, which is just sad to watch. Anyway, back to the game. 43 for 1, 45 for 1 actually. And Santner just bowling a cheeky over of spin. There's something wrong with Deepak Chahar.
David Chahar.
David Chahar. Deepak Chahar. I mean, if they lose him, they've already lost Mukesh.
See, now the issue here is
Simajit then, right?
The issue here is they would think about an impact sub for Deepak Chahar, but they can't because they've not included Raidu in the 11. And this is where it becomes a
problem. That is a problem. Greg going on to suggest his first El Clasico, I mean, his favorite El Clasico moment, and he agrees with Soam. Sachin's first innings in IPL, Jesuri destroyed that day, great memory. What was Sachin's first innings in the IPL?
I think he was injured to begin with and then joined them later.
Yeah. Sachin's first 100 in the IPL came against who?
He just hit 100. Kochi does.
Oh, yeah.
2011.
Against Vinay Kumar and that lot.
Mumbai lost that game.
Mumbai ended up losing that game.
He took a single on the last ball. Everyone is like, kya? He was on 99 last ball, single 100.
God, good old Sachin Tendulkar. He's, of course, on the bench, like Soam said. I mean, a quick one. Let's see if his son plays today. Would you be surprised if Arjun gets knocked?
Very surprised.
Really? But they do need a left arm variant. They've lost.
They have Bender. They have Arshad Khan. There is no reason.
Oh, they actually. Sorry, what
they
am I
have
saying?
No reason for. Them
oh yeah, Berdinoff is there. Yeah. Berdinoff is actually starting. He's not starting in the impact.
I think that impact sub today. I want that impact sub to be Kumar Karthika. Let's see.
Yeah. Anyway, Meghala has been given the responsibility to bowl and see out the last over for CSK, and Ishan Kishan will probably look to take him on here. I don't know if this matchup favors Kishan more or favors Meghala more. I think Meghala because Kishan is susceptible to swing, or how do you see
it? He already took him down in the last over, so he took Kishan ko thoda confidence over कि यार पिछले ओवर में मैंने मारा है तो मैं फिर से कर सकता हूँ.
Yeah, they're showing Meghala's T20 stats. Nothing to really write home about.
But he did have a very good SA T20.
Yeah, that is, I think, good.
But he was recently tonked by West Indies in the T20s. T20 I series.
And speaking of tonked, Ishan Kishan has tonked him down the ground to bring up Mumbai's 53 for 1, 5.2. The average first inning score, according to cricket.com's data, is 171. Let us know if Mumbai can surpass that or will get something around that. Sorry, Samish, can we take that comment? Apologies, because we've been in our own tangent to just kick off this watch along. Pollard's going in important 48 with the tail and MI picking up wickets. I remember that match, Samish. Very much so. I mean, remember these two teams, I think, have also taken part in El Clasico Champions League affairs when that tournament existed. So probably there'll be a couple from there.
Short.
And he goes down the ground again. And Sisant Meghala is probably not learning the lesson from last over. And Dhoni will probably have a word with him with regards to, he's having a word with Jaddu saying,
two ball
chaos, seriously. I mean, you can't bowl this to any batsman in the power play, but Meghala maybe because his strength is swinging the ball, he needs to pitch it up because that's the thing, right? If he bowls slightly back of a length, we'll be the armchair critics saying, what is he bowling and all of that. But yeah, all you 18 people watching, do check out our cricket.com app. We've got some brand new features added. One of them is stories. We've been putting out post-match press conferences, which are really, really interesting to hear sometimes. We got one from Tushar Deshpande the last time out, who actually confessed how much he was scared of MS Dhoni. We got one from, who was it? Ricky Ponting, lambasting this Delhi team. So lots to love on the cricket.com app. Now, will Chennai have lots to love? No, it awaits the fielder. But look, Mumbai, to be fair, they've got to their psychological 60 so in the power play, or not there yet. Sorry, 59
Yeah, Mumbai's power play for sure.
Mumbai's power play for sure.
Angle is this?
Shocking camera. This is Sharjah camera angle. Sorry, if you guys are wondering, we're watching it off the Hindi television stream. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. You guys might be 10 seconds back if you're watching it on the digital stream. MI versus CSK is incomplete without Pollard saying Jayakumar Momaya. Good to see you, Jayakumar. Yeah, Pollard, I guess, is just in Mumbai cricket folklore, let alone IPL folklore and El Clasico folklore. I mean, every particular big Mumbai game he's had a part to play. And the fact that they just took a shot in the dark when they bid for him. I still remember.
If you think about it, MI CSK memories, MI there are so many players who stand out, right? I mean, when Jay is talking about Pollard, but I think something similar can be said about Malinga as well.
Correct.
And something similar can be said about Rohit Sharma as well. Whenever he decides to just walk away from the league. But from CSK lens, if you think MI CSK will be incumbent only without Dhoni.
Dhoni, I would also say, I don't know. Faf always had a say in CSK my game.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not. It doesn't stand out as much as
these two.
The names from Mumbai.
And Bumrah. I was actually looking at Bumrah's record.
But again, the point is CSK everything revolves around MS. You can end up missing a lot of players from Mumbai.
Yeah, I think MS is just the captivating force. Jaiswal, Tilak look bright prospects, provided they play in the same position. I'm sure they will succeed. They're intent merchants and they ooze confidence, lots of maturity for this age, goes on to say Vasan Narayan. Good to see you, Vasan.
Tilak, I mean, see, I would like Tilak over everyone else at the moment just because Tilak is doing the tougher job. Batting at 4, 5 is a lot tougher than opening the batting.
I might be throwing another name into the hat, and I'm actually suggesting Sai Sudarshan.
Yeah, but Tilak is a lot more aggressive.
Oh, 100% Tilak there. Yeah. And
I think Hardik actually made sense when he said that in 2 years maybe Sai Sudarshan will be ready, which he will be. He's still 20. Yeah.
Right.
So we'll 6 overs gone. Mumbai are what, 60, 61?
Yeah, 61 for 1.
61 for 1. So definitely Mumbai's power play it is. And with that, I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah, in about 5 overs time, we'll have Somesh back with us.
6 overs. Change of protocols.
6 overs time. And we'll, of course, be getting Anirudh Suresh with us. So thanks for your time, so we'll see you soon. Please, for the love of God, I said this, Saurabh. I'm a huge RCB fan, so please. How's Mumbai going? How's Mumbai? You look outside the window, are they burning buses? I'm sick and tired of this whole promotion, all these stadium fans are flapping stuff.
Oof, what a ball.
They dropped it. Oh, they've taken it over and over.
Siraj is like, तेरे पास keeping gloves है, मेरे पास मेरा खुद का हाथ है. Oh, Chirag. Oh, this is literally peak Siraj.
Oh, God. That will be back soon, very, very quickly, I should say. I nearly messed my words up because I was enamored by that whole Watchalong sting. And of course, a change in face in the studio right now. Good to see Anirudh Suresh with a little bit of a munchy sort of t-shirt. What is it? Sharing and caring. Sharing and caring so much that he's dropped a little food as well, which is good to see.
Went to the bazaar and just bazaar. You didn't think too much.
Who even uses bazaar as a phrase to get t-shirts? But good to see you. A shocking afternoon game. Rajasthan and Delhi.
Yeah, I'm just like appalled by the number of boring / one-sided matches we've had in this IPL. I just think that apart from the Rajasthan Punjab match, every other match has pretty much been either mediocre or one-sided.
Yeah.
So
I know sometimes they say IPL is all predictable, sometimes they say IPL is predictable, but this year it's just been boring. It's absolutely boring. This match so far has not been that boring because 60 runs odd has been scored in the power play. What have you made of the first 6 overs so far? And do you think Mumbai can go on to score 200 by the looks of this pitch?
I think they should go on and score 200 because CSK are a bowler shot as well because this guy pulled up. And
do we have any news on that?
I think he's blown his hammy. just taking an educated guess. The way he bowled his sixth ball was just painful. It was like one of those funny and sad at the same time kind of. I mean, like, I'm okay that full fair play that he attempted to bowl it, but the way he just walked and like this is the kind of ball you see teams bowl when the match is already done and they're like just have to bowl one ball to get
for
through.
the sake of it.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's
So-
worrying signs if you're Chennai fans.
and an absolutely shocking start for Magala as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be nerves, right? Surely, but because I don't think he's bowled one good ball 2 overs, and he's got the treatment like deservedly for the kind of poor balls he's bowled.
Correct. I mean, it
So-
just makes you think sometimes even the
And
best of
Ishan
the best
Kishan-
could be.
I think he's found the fielder. Has he? He has.
He has.
So this is probably Kishan's most impactful knock in a while.
32 of
Comes to a
20.
premature
I mean,
end.
think about matchups here. Jadeja to the left-hander. Generally, I think he favors the left-hander more. Is this just an ego ploy from Dhoni?
Look, it does work, right? I mean, just because a matchup is negative doesn't mean that it's always in favor of the batter.
Correct.
And CSK, I think, pretty much had no option but to bowl Jadeja at this point to choke MI because, look, Chahar is injured. They really don't have anyone who can like bang the ball in because Hungargaker is also not playing. So yeah, I mean, good for Chennai. It's a wicket against the run-off play, but
Correct.
they'll
Would you-
take it at this point.
Now, would you consider this as a blessing in disguise for Mumbai in any way? Because
No.
Sky comes out. They still have, of course, Tim David and Tristan Stubbs in the shed.
Look, you can look at it either way because on one hand, there is no left-hander right now. You have Surya Kumar. Oh, Tilak is there. So I might be tempted to send in Tilak now as well.
Yeah.
Because then if you have Surya Kumar, you have two right-handers and then you have two bowlers turning the ball away from the right-hander. And I say turning because the ball is really not turning actually.
Yeah.
It's just like two people darting the ball. But yeah, as we speak, Surya Kumar has walked in and I think it's a kind of important innings for Surya because look, he's been out of form in ODIs.
Yeah.
Horrible. He had that one test match where again he was bowled by Nathan Lyon when pretty much everyone else got runs, and then we were hoping that it doesn't rub off on his T20 game, the ODI, forgettable ODI run. So we'll see what happens. And
Oh, Jadeja.
Ooh. But,
Jadeja. You can
so-
only take him on at your own risk.
so I have this theory that Mumbai should open with Cameron Green and drop Rohit Sharma down the order because look, it's been 4-5 seasons since Rohit did anything of note opening the batting, and that plus for this one season at least you've invested 16-17 crore on Cameron Green, plus he's someone clearly who can take advantage of the power play. Even Rohit is nothing is happening on when it comes to Rohit. He's not being aggressive, he's not being consistent, he's not being impactful, he's not taking advantage of the power play as much as he should. Why not give Green a go up top and then drop Rohit down to like 3, 4, 5, 6, wherever, and see just what happens, right? Mumbai have nothing to lose anyway.
No, I agree with you to some sense. So just be specific there in terms of if you're pushing Cameron Green to open, can you tell us the personnel and your choices, at least the top 6 of the Mumbai Indians batting order according to you?
Yeah. I would say Kishan and Green opening. I would go Surya 3. I would go Tilak Verma 4. And I can probably play Rohit at 5 and then Tim David at 6 and whoever at 7. Could be an all-rounder or
It depends.
Dera or whoever. I mean,
Okay, I agree with you.
but this
And
will be my top 6. Yeah.
let me ask you a follow-up question. If everyone's fit in that Mumbai squad, who are your top 4 overseas pros and why?
I mean, it's tough, right? Oh, has he nicked it?
Has he nicked it? He's walked. He's walked. He is walked.
No, I don't think he's walked.
Yeah, he's walked.
Or has he?
Yeah,
I
he's
think
walked.
they've reviewed
Surya
it.
Kumar Yadav.
They've reviewed it.
Oh,
it.
okay.
He's not walked.
Apologies, I got carried away there because by the looks of things, but he was out of his ground, right?
Yeah, I mean, if Surya has nicked it, right, then is this the first sign that his
Chennai reviewed
his
it.
golden run is
Yeah.
like coming to an end? Because at one point he could do no wrong, and now it's like he could do no right. But well,
Oh, that's gone.
has he gloved it?
Yeah, but
Has
that's
he gloved it? I
gone.
mean,
That is gone.
look, it's difficult to say from here,
But our instinct, what's your instinct?
I think he has not. But he gave a very guilty smile as well,
Yeah.
Surya. So I don't know. But
Okay, we can tell from
can we
here.
move on to? Oh, I think he's gone. I think he's gone.
I agree with you, Anirudh. I agree with
I think
you
it
big
just hit
time. There
this
is a
part of the
little,
glove.
there is a little deflection. Mumbai fans would know Chennai reviewed it, and it's not very rare that MS Dhoni goes to reviews until he's absolutely spot on within himself.
I
and
mean, he is
convinced.
human too.
True.
But I think. Oh yes, oh
We
yes.
are right, and MS Dhoni is right. That's a big wicket. That is a big wicket. We'll come back to Anirudh's top 4 overseas picks for Mumbai, but just on the batter of Sky, you were making a point.
Oh yes, I think this is the first sign that his that extended purple patch of almost 2 years where he could do no wrong. It's probably coming to an end, and Sky for the first time looks human again in T20 cricket after just being untouchable, invincible for like 3 years almost.
Yeah.
So, well, it's a tough phase, but again, he was always bound to go through one of these lows because what he was doing was honestly ridiculous. It's just unfortunate for Mumbai that it's come this season where they needed their batting to fire on all cylinders because they have a non-existent bowling attack now with Jofra also injured. So
And it just makes you think, right? This funny old game of cricket. That's why they say things like the law of averages and stuff, because it's actually true. I mean, he's mentioned it right now, Anirudh. The fact that literally Sky was doing no wrong in T20s. And you look at the last 5 to 6 innings, and it's not something that Sky fans will be writing home about. But look, let's see how Tilak Verma fares, because he kind of bailed out Mumbai in that precarious scenario in Bangalore not too long ago. And he still has Tim David and Tristan Stubbs in terms of firepower. So it's critical that Cam Green and
Tilak.
they kind of put on
And,
some sort of show.
We have a question from Tanmay.
Okay, you guys seeing Ishan make a comeback to the T20 international side? Unless he ends up getting 500 plus runs this season, I doubt he'll be called back. Even an okay season won't be enough, in my opinion. And perhaps if it's MI will drop him. You know the interesting thing with Ishan Kishan, I think, sure, he had a stellar 2020, stellar 2021 as well.
Just one.
Only 2020.
Just 2020.
Only the 2020. But the reason why he was perhaps higher than compared to the others in the pecking order, 2 reasons. Keeper,
Oh,
Obviously,
smash
straight to the
and
fielder.
straight to the fielder.
left-hander, keeper, opener.
Not just opener, but I mean, he could. Prior to that, he did bat in the middle order for Mumbai, and even the same season, whenever Peacock was fit, Kishan played number 4, so number 3 and number 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, he ticked all boxes basically. Good against spin, good against high pace, especially that particular season. I remember him like hooking Notgear for a big 6. I think it was in Dubai, if I'm not wrong. So, but yeah, let's see. Kishan has been, his strike rate since that 2020 season has been in the 120s.
Yeah.
He's played 60, 65 T20s. He's played like 60, 65 T20s, and his strike rate is around 122 or 23 that since in the last 3 years. So
Yeah, that's something to
more
consider.
than just run accumulation, he needs a season where he impacts matches.
Yeah,
in a
but I
positive
agree.
manner.
I agree with Tanmay largely. The only part is that last bit. Do you agree with that? I don't think Emma will drop him.
No,
Emma
16
won't.
crore.
Right?
I
No
mean,
chance.
I doubt they're dropping him. And if they do, it means that they messed up big time in the mega auction.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Kishan needs to be dropped, but I can think of another opener who statistically should be nowhere near this Mumbai team, but is in this 11 on the basis of being the captain.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Rohit gets away with it because, look, he's a great captain. But maybe in the IPL, he's not been the batter that we all liked him to see. Keep your comments coming through. Tell us your favorite El Clasico memory. And tell us also how good Dhoni's been tonight in terms of his bowling changes. I know Mumbai have kind of got the runs in the power play, but so far he's kind of strangling them in the middle overs. Hope someone gives Surya some motivation. He needs it urgently. So Santner and Jadeja is bowling in tandem, and understandably so, because look, that's the early spin options that Dhoni have tonight. Who do Mumbai have as spin options? Piyush Chawla, potentially Karthik
they have.
Oh, catch that! Oh, what a catch that is! What a catch that is!
What
From
was?
Ravindra Jadeja. I mean, talk about cotton balls. This
Oh
was in
my
a rocket.
God.
And look at the umpire's reaction. Chris Gaffney is thankful he's alive, Anirudh.
Oh my God.
I mean,
How did
you're
it take it?
shocked.
Throwback to Jofra Arce taking a catch of Ben Cutting in the BBL.
Oh, yeah.
Similarly, you remember that?
Yeah, I like that comparison. But look at this. Even Jadeja can't believe it. It just sticks to his right mitt. And I mean, look at that for slow-mo. Look at that. Does he close his eyes? He closes his
Oh my
eyes and takes it.
God. It's just one of those
Wow.
catches, either they stick or they don't, but they're
It is
stuck and,
ridiculous.
like,
I mean, clip this for a reaction. Just the fact that a whole Jadeja cotton
oh my
ball.
God.
Is this the best cotton bowl in terms of speedy catches
Look
we've
at-
ever seen? Let us know in the comments
The
below.
umpire is like, his life flashed in front of his eyes.
And he's
No.
quick to reflect in the timeout as well, which is, I don't know, honestly, hilarious. By the way, tomorrow, just so you guys know,
Is that Sneezer?
the street.
We don't know Sneezer. I'm
No, I
sorry.
don't know. Well, look at that. Chennai fans kind of look at MS Dhoni come down the Vankari steps. I mean, they're showing these images earlier. They're taking the timeout right now. But by the way, 73 for 4, 8.2, as you can see over there. Keep your comments coming through and tell us how good that catch was from Ravindra Singh Jadeja. By the way, I just want to make you guys know one more thing. The fact that we've been putting out fantasy previews for every game. Tomorrow, of course, is Gujarat versus Rajasthan at 3:30. We'll be doing a watch-along for that one, not the evening game. And in the evening, it's Hyderabad versus Punjab. So both the fantasy previews will be out later tonight. But right now, right here, 73 for 4, 8.2. By MI batting is a joke now, saying introspect. I mean, they still have Tim David and they still have Tristan Stubbs.
Arshad Khan.
Arshad
Will they
Khan.
bring in Nehal Vadera now that they are in a dodgy position, 72 for 4?
I'll tell you what, I mean, maybe MI need to take a page out of the KKR Shardul Thakur manual.
Mhm.
I mean, you saw Rinku Singh and Shardul Thakur put on 103 when they were 5 down. So
just
they need something like that.
Send Arshad Khan and say that, bro, go and have
100%.
fun. But I was actually very surprised that Mumbai decided to drop Nehal Vadera after his cameo against Bangalore, because I thought he looked really sharp in that 12 balls.
But
or 11
there's
balls
an
he
impact
played.
sub.
Yeah, but I'm thinking if you're batting first, you pick him in 11 because he's gonna bat down the order, or he can bat at number 5, number 6. He can provide another left-handed option.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, is Tristan Stubbs better than Nehal Vadera for given how Mumbai are?
So I
short
don't
of
think they should. I
bowlers?
don't think they should
I
use
don't
the
know.
impact sub in the Alvidera. I don't think they should.
That is my impact sub, by the way.
Yeah,
That is
I
my
agree. I
impact
agree
sub.
with Shivam and you. So basically, right now, I don't think they should send Nihal Vidar out. I don't think they should send Tim David out. I don't think they should send Tristan Stubbs out.
Arshad Khan.
No,
Who was there?
Ritik Shokeen.
Rizek Shokeen. Okay.
I'll
But
send
he's a
him out.
righty though. I mean.
Oh, they've sent Arshad Khan out.
Yes.
So good call, Anirudh.
Yes.
Good call, Anirudh. So Arshad Khan, and how do you think this move will pan out? Because he's not going to be sitting about.
Yeah, he's coming to just swing and disrupt CSK's momentum.
Mm.
And look, after a flying start, it's been a very sad show for Mumbai after the dismissal of Ishan Kishan, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's just honestly from a Mumbai perspective, they're just like, what? It's good to see Bravo as well there, not playing, but obviously being the bowling coach that he is this year. Keep your comments coming through. Much appreciated on the cricket.com watch along. This is your space as much as it is ours. And
You know who
yeah,
Mumbai
go
are
on.
missing currently? It's Krunal Pandya.
Oh yeah,
But
correct.
we have Tilak who bats exactly like Krunal in the way he sets up and all.
Yeah, and speaking of Krunal Pandya, Anirudh here wrote an excellent article. They're showing the umpire cam of this cotton bowl and Chris Gaffney literally covering for his life. Oh, sorry, Shauna, can you take that comment? I was just peering to the TV, but again, yet another tight over from Jadeja. Thoughts is Arjun is. I mean, I hope he plays. I really hope Arjun Tendulkar gets the nod.
Look, and now that they've showed the slow motion replay, I think Green kind of shanked it. He didn't connect it properly.
Correct.
Still a great catch, take nothing away from the
Very,
catch, but
very
I don't
good
think it was as ferocious a hit as we thought it was watching it real time.
Yeah.
So
And it's insane, right? Like last year, Jadeja with the ball, bat as a captain was just like
he's gone. He was gone. He was not
gone.
He was not here.
And I think he genuinely loves playing under Dhoni. Genuinely loves being led instead of giving
course,
more
and
responsibilities.
Totally fine. Some players are not meant to lead sides, and Jadeja, I think, even if he's not captaining the side, he leads from the front with his performance, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily have to be the one that commands, and gives instructions or stuff like that, but he can always lead from the front through his performance.
Oh my God, that's another wicket here. He's given him surely, yes. Anirudh, they are capitulating in the El Clasico. I should say. 76 for 5. Surely he's not going to review that because that is plumb as they come. And Santner is also ecstatic right now. I'll tell you what, Jadeja and Santner have been all over Mumbai like a rash. They've run out of time. Arshad Khan will have to walk back. And this move hasn't worked really. So now will they sing Ritik Shaukin or will they send one of the big hitters? Only time will tell. But I will check out the cricket.com app right now. And you can get some crazy impact player scores.
That's stone dead. That is stone dead.
That's what I said.
Reviewing it, and Rahane had a brilliant catch at slip, by the way.
Oh, correct.
Had that been an inside edge, that was a corner as well. Had that been inside edge.
Yeah.
So
so far 4 for 24 for Santa and Jadeja together. They've really kind of strangled Mumbai. They were 61 for 1, remember, after 6, and now they're 76 for 5. This kind of reminds me of an RCB collapse, even though Mumbai are playing. Hi guys, just out of context, going on to say Vikramaditya Anirudh. What do KKR do tomorrow? Get Roy for Saudi and open with Roy and Gurbaz?
I would do that. I actually suggested that in my preview as well because they have Vaibhav Arora who can clearly fill in for Saudi.
Yeah.
Probably there's a difference in quality, sure, but KKR's batting is so bad that they need reinforcements up top. And let's be honest, Mandeep Singh is not it in 2023 as well, especially.
True.
And I'd say whoever of Lithan and Roy is available, just pick them and partner them alongside Gurbaz or play them at 3 or whatever. But do it.
Yeah.
Go. Put reinforcements on the batting front and then trust your Indian bowlers to do the job because you have 2 reliable spinners.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And I echo those thoughts completely. Coming back to this game, they have sent Tim David out. So let's see how he kind of operates because look, it's a very strange entry point for someone like Tim David within the 10th over.
70 for 5.
So
10 overs still.
So how would you approach it if you're Tim David? Would you kind of see it out till the 14th, 15th and then go boom, or
just play each ball to its merit? That's it.
Correct, but do you at least target the bowling or do you now kind of?
I mean, I don't know how he can target the bowling right now.
Yeah.
Or else, see the difference between yesterday, also the 2 days ago and today, I think KKR were heavy underdogs and at 80 for 5, like no one really expected KKR to do anything from that. Right?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, the match is done and KKR they messed up in the auction, this, that, and they were like the self-loathing. All the KKR fans were self-loathing.
Yeah.
But then Shardul came out of syllabus and he just started swinging and provided the momentum shift. And as we speak, there's a nice little cut from Tilak Varma.
I mean, it was just brilliant. The fact that this Tilak Varma boy is showing all his kind of repertoire of strokes here quite brilliantly. Let's, of course, show you some numbers because we always love to crunch the data here in CDC. And as you can see, Tilak Varma, most runs by MI batters in this competition since 2022. He's right up there, 481 and counting. This is just to give you an indication how he's been doing compared to his colleagues. And it's chalk and cheese. I know Ishan Kishan runs him close, but still, I mean, look at his average.
Strike rate difference between Tilak and Ishan, and this despite Tilak batting at number 5, which is, a much harder position to bat in than Kishan because Kishan gets the advantage of power play, right?
Yeah, I mean,
even get that.
They're showing a highlight reel from his previous knock against RCB that night from Chinnaswamy. But if just to finish up this stat, as you can see over there, 9. Nearly another wicket.
God.
We'll just come back to the action. Don't worry about that stat anymore because I was just going to say Surya Kumar 9 times, Tim David 9 times because of an injury and they didn't play respectively. But look, that nearly castled Tim David. 84 for 5, 10 overs gone. They don't need to kind of change the bowling right now, right? They could probably just see out these 2.
On the on the flip side, Mumbai still have a very good scoring rate. 84 after 10. If you could get 100 from here, 184 is par probably.
Correct.
And Mumbai don't have Sandner and Jadeja to choke this thing, right?
Correct. But I'm just trying.
Chennai.
I'm just trying to look at their particular options with the ball, Chennai, and they have 5 options. What to do?
Oh my God, that is 2 close shaves in a row.
Yeah, back
And
to
Mumbai
back.
are getting the rub of the green.
One second.
so far.
Deepak Chahar is not bowling, I'm guessing.
No, he's not.
So then someone needs to complete the overs, right? So who will it be?
Maybe it'll be. Maybe Dubey will bowl a couple. Who knows?
Maybe.
But just to
Yeah, because they don't
Jai
have
Kishan is
anyone
asking.
else.
Avni, Jai Kishan has a question for you.
Any reason you didn't cover the afternoon game? Was it just today or tomorrow as well? So basically, we have a policy, Jai Kishan, in cricket.com where we're going to be ideally subjective and singling out watch-alongs, right? So here's the thing. Tomorrow, you tell me, honestly, you look at both the fixtures tomorrow, Gujarat, Kolkata, and then, of course, Hyderabad, Punjab. Let's have a vote as well in the poll below. Tell me which you guys want to do as a watch-along. The afternoon game tomorrow or the evening game. We have, of course, gone for the afternoon game because we just think that will offer much more compared to the evening game. I could be wrong, but this is how we just felt. We took a vote about it in the CDC office. But I want to know your thoughts, Jay. If you think if we should have done the afternoon game today, because obviously the afternoon game today was not going to be a chance, given the fact that the El Clasico is always going to steal the limelight. But tomorrow, Sunday, it's not just for Jay, but all you other viewers. Do you agree with us doing the GT-KKR game instead of the Punjab?
100%,
Yeah.
300%, 400%.
Are you saying that because you're a Punjab fan plus an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, you
Fair.
nailed it. But
What time is Liverpool Arsenal on Sunday?
it's 9 p.m. IST. And I'm sure Chuchant will have something to say
Oh,
about
it's one of those 9 p.m. games, not even 10 p.m. after the daylight change.
I'm sure Chuchant will have something to say about Arsenal. I'm sure.
Is he a gooner?
No, I think he's a Liverpool fan, if I'm not wrong. Or is
Yeah.
he a Chelsea fan? Or I think he's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Chuchant, if you're watching this,
Let us know.
drop
what-
a comment. Which club do you support?
Correct. Because yesterday it was interesting to know all their love for the IPL teams, who's who and stuff like that. We kind of came to know who loves who. But in terms of football fans, let us know as well. I mean, more the merrier. I'm a United fan, Arsenal fan, as they know. But right now, it is the so-called El Clasico of cricket, MI versus CSK.
Oh, and Wolves are leading against Chelsea.
So, Super Frankie Lampard.
Matthew Nunes has scored.
Frankie at the wheel.
So,
Tell me
Brentford are
how
leading
good
Newcastle.
Does it feel?
Brighton and
Brentford are
Tottenham
leading Newcastle.
Yeah,
Get in there. And Spurs are playing.
Brighton and it's one at halftime.
What Spurs Brighton?
Yes.
Oh, loving
Ivan
it.
Toney penalty.
Loving it. United, Ritwik Gautam, get in there. Decent win. I mean,
Yeah.
Ericsson coming back is the most happy thing for me.
Oh,
on the
he's
bench.
back.
He was on the
That's
bench
nice.
today.
That's nice. Some load off Bruno, I guess. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about IPL right now.
Correct. Liverpool fan time. He could have and KKR in Liverpool.
Yeah, which club would you rather support right now? Which is
KKR or
was a bad time to be Liverpool fan or a KKR fan? What is worse?
I think KKR fan. I mean, Liverpool is still in shout for the top 4. In the IPL since 2021, among batters with 100 plus balls against spin, only 3 batters average 45 plus and strike at 145 plus. Tilak, wow, Butler, and Gaikwad. So 2 on the 3 on show tonight. Actually, all 3 featured in Super Saturday. Butler came and went. Tilak is still
Oh,
there.
Dwayne Pretorius is there.
Oh, of course, Pretorius, the
Pretorius
depth
is there.
expert.
Yeah, Dwayne Pretorius.
Apologies. We watch so much cricket, sometimes these small, minute details skip us. But yeah, Pretorius and his ploy of bowling wide Yorkers. I think he's one of the only guys who nails that particular ploy in world cricket.
Right now, yeah, and I mean, most bowlers attempt it,
Yeah,
so many don't get it right.
Siraj tries to. And
And then
doesn't
he
get
bowls
it right.
like 55 wides in a row before conceding another 6.
And we
but-
saw even Tushar Deshpande, who conceded in that press conference, saying that DJ Bravo, who's the bowling coach this time around, has been telling him that particular
But-
tactic.
What a comeback from Tushar today. After,
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, he redeemed himself even in that Lucknow match.
Correct. In the final over?
Yeah, and the spell at the back end of the innings. But today it's a special spell from him first up.
True.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
nearly a direct
Terrible
hit.
mix-up.
Oh, and
And
there could be an
what's
injury
happened
here.
here?
It could be another injury
Another
here.
CSK man has gone down. That's like,
Collision. Okay, he's all right. He's all right. For a second,
God, what is wrong with CSK this season? It's like everyone is going down like flies.
yeah, honestly, like flies.
That was an unorthodox way of stopping the ball from Magala.
Yeah, I think the bat just goes into his rib
Yeah.
cage by the looks of it. But Dwayne Pretorius is again one of those important players for Chennai. You talk about all the players who can do things in three facets. They have Pretorius, Santner, Jadeja, Dubey. They have 4 to 5 always. I know Stokes and Moeen Ali aren't playing today, but just the wealth of all-rounders that these guys have.
Almost drags it on. So, barring green, everyone in Mumbai has got the rub of the green today.
That is a good funny way to say things. Now, I just want to pick your mind. 61 for 1 in 6 overs, Anirudh, in the power play. The last 6 overs, just 28 runs and 4 wickets.
Yeah.
How do you assess this pitch, and how do experts and writers and journalists like us even see and assess pitches from the offset and from television? Are you now saying that it's a tacky surface, or are you saying that, okay, fine, Chennai have come back really well?
The way I see it, the bounce has been true all along.
I agree.
Nothing has kept low like it did yesterday or short top of the surface. There has been no like sharp turn, like one ball pitching outside leg and beating off stump. Like there's been no sharp turn, and there was also no exaggerated seam movement or anything like that. I think Rohit kind of played all around that ball in which he got castled. So unfortunately, I feel this will be one of those RCB MI matches where Mumbai struggled and got to a score, and then RCB just like coasted. And in the form Rudraj is in right now, Conway, come on, I and given they have not even opted to use an impact sub for Chahar, Chennai will still have the option of bringing in Raidu the second innings for Tushar or whoever. So I just feel Mumbai need at least 90 more runs from here to compete.
Okay.
And they don't have Archer as well.
They don't have Archer as well. And that's a bold prediction, because that was my next question, Anirudh, which she's answered right now. It makes me ask you guys, even though we're still, another 50 balls precisely away from the 20-over mark. So how much can Mumbai get? More importantly, how much will Mumbai need to defend against CSK tonight? Let's take that comment from Chuchant and all the other comments right now before we make that quick Somesh substitution with me in 2 balls time. This Team David is a cheap copy of Pollard. PSL star with no brain, goes on to say Chuchant. I love Chuchant, how passionate he is in terms of his comments. Anirudh, it's his first time. I mean, it is first time I'm fearing from Arsenal attack, but matches at Anfield, hope we do well. I mean, imagine if Arsenal do a Real Madrid in Anfield. Smash out 5-2.
It's like 2 teams with no defense playing each other tomorrow.
Dude, whatever happens, Arsenal to win the fucking goddamn Premier League. I don't want City to do a hat-trick. I'd love to see all the watchalongs roll, but yeah, tomorrow you have to do the GTK game. Miss good parties for today's game.
Cheap copy, like Chuchant said.
Cheap copy.
But I disagree. I think
too
early to judge.
Yeah, sorry.
David.
Jay Kishan will be there tomorrow, 3:20. So keep your comments coming in that one as well. And of course, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We do a bunch of things there, different sort of reels and content, which is very, very interesting. Let's make that substitution in a bit. Not just as yet, but I'm sure there's some fascinating stats to pick out, which we'll get stats man to. I think in the second strategic time out of the second innings, Anirudh will be with us to give us all the data that we want to, of course, talk about. So 87 for 5. You were saying 90 from here, but let's be realistic. Even though Stubbs, David, and Tilak play a blinder, that's still asking too much, right?
Not really. I mean, you can get 90 of 8 especially when you have 3 batters who can like effortlessly clear the boundary and are renowned for their 6 hitting.
Yeah, and the Wankhede is of the biggest of
exactly.
Grounds.
And Pretorius is playing his first match. We don't know what kind of rhythm he's in bowling at the death. Tushar again inexperienced. You don't have anyone else. Dubey might bowl a over or 2 for all we know.
Yeah, and Magala has to complete. Remember, if Deepak Chahar is not going to bowl his quota, you have to get Magala to at least bowl 1 more and then Pretorius to finish out. So look, even though 12.3 overs into this watch along and match, I should say, not watch along, I think honestly, even if it's a 150, 155 sort of score, it makes you think that essentially it could be one of those even Steven contests.
Yep.
On that note, let's of course make it even Steven in the studio in terms of logic and wit, because I'm going off, so of course we can beat it. Please, for the love of God, I haven't said this, Saurabh. I'm a huge RCB fan, so please. How's Mumbai going? How's Mumbai? Can you look outside the window? Are they burning buses? I'm sick and tired of this whole promotion. All these Australian fans are flapping.
Oof, what a ball.
And they dropped it. No, they've taken it over and over.
Siraj is like, तेरे पास keeping gloves है, मेरे पास मेरा खुद का हाथ है. Oh, Chira, oh, this is literally peak Siraj.
Oh, God.
Strategic drop.
God, this
And the 100 is
Is up.
with
Meanwhile,
a
just-
massive 6 from.
Tilak Verma, the lone warrior for Mumbai Indians, just belts Jadeja for a 6. Yeah, so MS Dhoni must be loving this challenge, right? Ki Deepak Char nahi hai, now he has to sort of concentrate more, focus more, take more decisions.
And this looks like Tushar is this season's Mohit, this
Yeah.
season's Mukesh. You know?
Mukesh, yeah.
Gone, unfortunately for Mumbai.
Unfortunately.
Another
I think
one
that turned
bites
too
dust.
much. I feel it has turned too much.
But maybe outside, they hit him outside the line, strike him outside the line.
Nahi yaar. But even if it's in line, I feel it has turned a little too much.
So forget whether it's out or not. Like, how impressed have you been with Tilak so far this season?
Very. I mean, we
50,
were
60
impressed
balls
last
there.
season as well, but this season,
Taken it to another level so
Yeah.
far. And unfortunately, he seems to be stuck in a very poor team where nobody else barring him has any confidence whatsoever.
yeah, not a poor team, but
No confidence.
basically
Yeah.
a bunch of players who are woefully out of form at the moment.
It's like nobody else is like timing the ball at all. You know,
Mm.
so sad.
But form is a very weird thing. I mean, just a few games back, Sky was making runs for fun, and all of a sudden, when he was
Forced
forced into
yeah.
being an all-format player,
Look, this is what we fear, right?
Yeah.
Always. This is what we always feared. As we'll just get back to the chat. We're just looking at the ball tracker, and it's
out.
3 reds.
Ah,
Tilak has to depart, and Mumbai are 6 down with 8 overs to play. It's a very, very advantageous situation for CSK.
this game has been so far. This wicket has been unlike what we've seen in Wankhede. Wankhede, as this stat suggests, is usually a more of a pace-friendly wicket, but I think this wicket seems
Yeah,
better for spin, even by watching.
but you know, even this wicket, the Arshad Khan wicket, the Cameron Green wicket, Ishan Kishan wicket, none of it was due to the surface though. It was, and not like the batters
the
got,
ball just stuck. So
not like the
couldn't do
batters
anything
got
about it.
foxed
Yeah.
or whatever. I know, I'm not sure if they were not expecting the wicket to turn at all, or
Mm.
not sure what. But it's just one of those
Yeah, Sky missed it.
days, right? When nothing is going right for you, like Mumbai, everything is going wrong for them.
Yeah.
Jofra is also injured now.
Yeah,
I think it's just another season where they're gonna just
yeah. I mean,
have to sit through it painfully.
they'll have to replace Jofra with Riley Meredith if Jofra continues to be unfit. What do you think about that? I mean, you would know Riley Meredith
Yeah,
better
I
than
mean,
most.
actually, he had after a couple of poor seasons for Hobart. As in poor, I say, as in he after a very, very impressive breakthrough season, he did not have the greatest of second or third seasons, but he did crank up the pace once again. This BBL, I think there was one delivery to Warner, which was an absolute peach. Just taking the new ball as well, swinging it in, and as you know, someone of Meredith's pace, who if he can swing it in, he becomes all the more
of
lethal.
course. Mm.
So I'm not sure when he's arriving in India, but I think, of course, he needs to start playing immediately.
Yeah.
Who else do they have anyway?
No one.
Maybe-
I mean, even Jai Richardson
Yeah.
was injured, and they did not replace Jai Richardson with anyone,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Oh, Richardson is Meredith's replacement. Bumrah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
and Sandeep
I-
Wadia,
all of a
right?
sudden, I just thought, Meredith is Archer's replacement.
And we have Tristan Stubbs batting at number 8,
Number
which is a very interesting pick. I'd say I was hoping Nehal Odera would get an extended run because he really impressed me in that.
Yeah, but then
24.
that would have meant that Mumbai would have played only 3 overseas players.
Yeah, and they don't have an additional seamer, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
no one.
So
And this is, I mean, See, Mumbai have been lackluster at so many levels because Jai
Yeah.
Richardson was injured a while ago.
Yeah,
And they
exactly.
took a long time. I mean, we've seen Gujarat, for that matter, announcing replacement for Kane Williamson
Yeah.
within a couple of days.
Kolkata also immediately.
Kolkata did it
they
immediately.
really,
Even RCB did. I mean, replacement for Topley, they've just done
Parnell,
immediately. So Mumbai has been, I mean, I know, unlike Mumbai for 2 years now, and I don't know what the reason for that is, but there's something which is wrong.
Smash straight to the fielder. So we were having this chat before you walked in, me and Avnish, a while ago. Do you think it makes sense to open with green and drop Rohit down to number 5?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, that makes sense to me from day one, because if they want to bat green higher up the order, then might as well have him open.
Exactly.
So what that'll result in is Tilak Verma can bat at 3, Sky can bat at 4, and it will be a natural spot for everyone.
Yeah.
And then Rohit can be sort of a collapse arrester whenever needed.
Yeah.
And if Tilak and Sky are there till about 14-15 over, then they can just unleash Tim David.
Yeah, and like today, what happened today, right? Green, by the time Green walked in, it was like 5th, 6th over.
Yeah.
He does not get the power play. He has to start against spin.
Yeah.
When you have invested 17 crores on someone, right? Just do everything you can to maximize their ability.
Yeah.
That's all. So, yeah, hopefully Mumbai get, to the situation where they are bold enough to take the call to drop Rohit down. And I'm sure Rohit, being the unselfish leader he is, he will also agree. And he has batted in the.
But the weird part would be if they make this change but have Rohit bat at 3. That would not solve anything.
Yeah. I also like the move to promote Tilak to 3, right?
Yeah.
And it gives him a deserved promotion as well. 5 speeds.
So they can be flexible with Sky and Tilak Verma if they want to make keep a left-right combination. And if a right-hander gets out, then they can send Sky at 3.
Yeah.
So that way they can be a little flexible. So Jadeja is bowled out. Sander has just one more over to go. So this is now going to be a period where Mumbai would look to capitalize.
So there is 2 for Pretorius and then
2 for Pretorius.
1 for Tushar or 2?
I think Tushar will bowl 1 and Magala will bowl 2.
Oh, Magala is there, yeah. So Chichant goes on to say,
MI Tata bye khatam ho gaya season. I can't support this team. No bowling and not too many TVDC batters. NBDC. What is NBDC?
Is it 18 plus or is it
No, I'm just thinking what it can be.
friendly abbreviation? Please let us know.
Non-boundary.
Delhi Capital.
Polly Kaka, please वापस आ जाओ. आपके बिना ये टीम पूरा खोखला है.
At least for CSK matches, Pollard should be named in the starting 11 so that he could.
Do you feel Pollard retired season 2 only?
After watching him bat elsewhere, you could say that maybe.
नाम बड़े दर्शन छोटे.
Yeah. Okay.
NBDC. ऐसे यूज किया सुशांत जैसा मतलब डेली में ऐसे NBDC करके बुलाते.
Speak of the devil, Pollard.
Even
I think he's
the camera people
burning inside right now. Where, oh my God, I should be here. This is my kind of situation.
Yeah.
This is where Pollard, plays at 70 of 28 and gets Mumbai to 185. This is the situation that CSK, have been tormented year after year for the last, decade.
Yeah. Over the years, something that I've.
Oh, he's gone. Is he?
Looks.
Oh,
No.
that's just me being
like
too excited for no reason. But move on. The ball stopped.
Last over was Seitner. If they can just keep him at bay.
Yeah.
So last 5 overs, they can even score 50 runs if they want to. At least.
Lovely from.
So something that I've observed over the years about Dhoni's captaincy is he, as a skipper, he's more comfortable with having batting reinforcements.
Yeah.
Rather, if you ask him to captain, he would rather captain a batting heavy side than a bowling heavy side because he feels, in terms of bowling resources, he can manage on his own because he has the ability to do it. With batting, he has to be reliant on other people to do the job.
Yeah.
So even today, when Deepak Chahar is injured, they've not used the impact shot to make to bring someone who. But what is he doing and why is he doing that?
My God, it's been a very forgettable start for Tim David.
Yeah.
Not just this match, but even the last match when after Tilak and Nehal Vadera played well, right? Tim David got out before.
No, he got out to Karan.
Yeah. But yeah, he had a good stage. Oh, But I think we are seeing the ball stopping and holding a bit more.
Yeah.
But again, Mumbai don't have any spinner of Santner or
And
Jadeja's
you
quality.
don't know if they're going to bring in Kumar Karthik or not, because if they do, that is the one player I'm looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to some other impact substitute. I think you know who.
Argentina,
Yes.
but they won't do it.
I know
They already have two
three
left-armers.
then.
Yeah.
Yes. But you never know. I mean, if Sunrisers can bring in Faruqi on a wicket
I don't know. I mean,
like yesterday.
I was not here yesterday, but I don't think any team has made so many errors in one game, at least this season. The amount of errors that Sunrisers did, but I think they just made things complicated for themselves by being a little more, wanting to be a little more flexible with their impact substitution.
Blunder after blunder after blunder. And yes, we have the second strategic timeout of the innings.
Okay, so while we wait, we were having a discussion in the first innings. If you have to rank all the teams in this season based on their bowling unit, what would your ranking be?
Gujarat won.
Yeah.
Easily. I think Gujarat
Easily,
won.
yeah.
I would say Lucknow second.
Okay.
Lucknow second, Markwood, Avesh, Krunal, Bishnoi, Mohsin if he's fit.
Yeah, but I mean,
yeah.
By the looks of
Okay,
things,
by the way, I mean, you're talking about on paper or
on paper, yeah.
On paper. Okay, Lucknow 2, Gujarat 1.
Hmm.
Whew, it's a tough call. Who's third? Wait, let me first look at the teams who are playing this IPL because 10 teams is difficult to forget who's playing.
I'll give you my top 10.
Okay, wait. Yeah, go ahead. I would put either Punjab or KKR third.
Yeah, so okay. So my first was Gujarat, my second was RR.
RR third for sure.
Yeah. My third was Punjab, fourth was LSG. LSG because I'm not sure Markwood will play all 14 games.
Okay.
That's the reason. Otherwise, LSG would have been 2.
Fair enough. But the top 4 is same pretty much.
Top 4
different
is same.
order.
Yeah. My fifth is KKR.
Fair enough. I agree.
KKR, but under Russell has to go. Sixth is RCB. Seventh is SRH.
Here's where I disagree. I think CSK over SRH. I just feel that what is SRH most suitable condition? I don't know. But CSK,
first and foremost, let's agree that SRH have a very strong bowling lineup. Is a myth. Obviously, it's a biggest myth of the season.
Yeah. So I'm thinking this way: if you give Rajasthan a green top, they will exploit.
Yeah.
If you give
Chennai back, they will.
Rank turner, Chennai will exploit. Rank turner, probably Lucknow will also exploit.
Yeah.
Slow wicket, Lucknow will exploit. Punjab will. I think Punjab
can exploit either. If you
or even on a 2 surface, right? They have the death bowling too.
Yeah. But Punjab have to pick Ellis over Ravada.
Of course.
Otherwise,
or pick both.
They can screw it up.
Yeah. So that way I feel that what is Sunrisers' strength? If you give them green top, would you back them to bowl in opposition also 150?
At this point of time, they have to drop Bobby and bring in Karthik Tyagi.
But he's not even in the subs.
So maybe he's
we saw the meme review.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saw that Karthik Tyagi.
Yeah, I mean that meme review is awesome. If our producers have that, maybe we can probably mid innings would be a good time to
just
discuss all the memes and review the first week just on the basis of memes.
Yeah.
So this has been a signature part of CSK this season. Bravo coming in during the strategic timeout and talking to specific bowlers. He feels who's going to bowl at the death.
Yeah. So Magala has 2 left, and he's here, and it's a big couple of overs of Magala as well because a lot of hype surrounding him before this match and after he was snapped up. A lot of people online just speaking about his death bowling in particular and the fact that he can tong sixes low down the order. So CSK will be hoping that he does not bat, but this is a good opportunity for Magala to redeem himself. Let's see what he does. He's up against 2 big hitters who love pace, and that's a very good Yorker. So 2 balls, 1 run.
So who are the fielders? There's
a good start. Jadeja, right? That was Jadeja, right?
Jayakishan Sharma. It's time IPL teams bring home away jerseys. Would be great addition. Yeah, I totally agree.
When there's a clash, especially if blue is playing blue, right? I think yellow and blue I'm totally fine.
Jayakishan, अभी तो क्या है ना कि बहुत सारी टीमों की जो जर्सी वो already similar है. That itself is a very big issue.
If Punjab were playing Bangalore, right? I would love to see Bangalore wear green, when they're playing in Mohali. Punjab are black, for example, and they're playing in Bangalore.
But this aversion with having green as a jersey color has just have पूरा aesthetic ही down कर दिया है, because teams obvious reasons
wearing green,
we are wearing green. For us it's fine, but IPL teams cannot. I mean, they can on paper, ऐसा कोई rule नहीं है, but all of us know the state of affairs right now, that team might not be very comfortable wearing green.
Right. So we're gonna get some recap for sure. We're talking to Balaji whether it will be his first ever hat trick. We'll have to wait and watch. But look, a fantastic 4 balls from Magala so far. Oh, it's actually...
Yeah, so Sushant has a question. Thoughts on Shaw, 3 matches? He looks to be nowhere. Actually, Sushant, this is a discussion that we have had often, and I have been of the opinion that though Shaw looks one of the most watchable players, there has been a hype around him which he has sort of not justified ever. Because even if you look at his domestic performances, his runs more often than not come against teams that are not that strong. So yeah, I mean, he need to put 2 good IPL seasons together to be in India contention.
True. And I think we're just speaking off air, that I personally feel that Jaiswal is probably ahead of Shaw in the pecking order right now. So how did it come to that? We don't know.
No one knows.
But and we're just asking Shaw to have a season like what Darcy Short has in BBL every now and then. Just a season like that at least, like 450 runs at 140, 145. I think that should be good enough to start with. But unfortunately, this was a great opportunity in the absence of Rishabh Pant for Shaw to just, and Stubbs has skied it. Surely it's gone, and oh my God! Fantastic.
That is why you should always have a long on and long off. I don't know what RCB were doing that day when they have made off. I think this morning as well, Dixie was it who had made off in the ring.
Yes.
In the death overs. I just don't know what.
I think it was who was batting alongside Hitmaier, the batter for Rajasthan.
Jurel.
Yes.
Let me read this stat out first. In an IPL innings, Mumbai is the second team to lose 3 left-handers to 3 left-arm orthodox bowlers. Oh, that's an interesting stat. Usually you talk about matchups and all, but Mumbai Indians clearly defying matchups in a negative way.
Lovely reaction also from Rutraj, is it?
Yeah.
Just kisses the ball after taking it.
So, I mean, see, I understand the logic that teams want to protect the behind the wicket because players these days play a lot of shots there. But if the objective is to... Oh, we have something here. Oh, can you guess what this meme is talking about?
I think it's Mumbai's position in the points table.
Yeah. I think Mumbai's position in the points table in the last 2 seasons.
So, Stubbs gone. So, again, I think this is a bad selection to start with. Tristan Stubbs, after you're batting stacked, and it's not like Mumbai have bowlers who can't bat, because
but they should not have done anything. Right? I mean, they would have then played only 3 overseas players, which itself is a very dodgy thing to do.
Yeah, but
at this point of time,
I don't think it's like a cardinal sin to play.
But at this point of time, who would you rather have in your team, Nehal Odera or Tristan Stubbs? That is the question.
No, I mean, I feel after what Nehal showed in the first match, they could have stuck with him. Personally, I just feel that. But I think he's also gone now.
One more. Oh!
Good attempt.
Oh, they've swapped positions.
Good attempt.
Yeah, I got it long off.
But look, everything is going wrong for Mumbai.
Yeah.
And this despite them having a couple of slices of luck, David should really have been bowled, to, I think, the Santner or Jadeja, I'm not sure who it was. But I think if this catch should have been taken, he would be disappointed to have kind of spilled it. Ruturaj, he's a very... But I think
both of us will agree, right, that MI have the worst bowling attack. Number 10.
Of course. They're the only attack which doesn't have a quality Indian pacer or a quality Indian spinner.
I mean, it's like they sort of suck in both departments.
Yeah. You look at every team, they at least have one quality Indian spinner or one quality.
At least one department covered.
Yeah. Arshdeep for Punjab.
Even Chennai have...
Of course, Chennai have... who's the Jadeja they have, who's a quality Indian
so
spinner.
I kept Chennai at 9 because of the form of Deepak Chahar, and now if he's ruled out, then
I'll keep Delhi at 9. I'll keep Delhi at 9, just above Mumbai. Yeah.
Yeah, Akash is asking, should CSK pursue with Chahar beyond this season? Don't think so. So actually, there are quite a few nominations in this category. Oh,
and it's the first 6 of the season for Tim David.
First 6 of the night as well, right? If I'm not wrong, did Tilak Verma hit any?
Yeah, that Jadeja, he.
Oh yeah.
Behind the wicket. But finally, look.
Yeah, but so lot of contenders there. I think Chahar for CSK 14 crores is definitely a lot. But I'm pretty sure if he pops up in a mini auction, he'll still get in double-digit crores.
Some team like Mumbai.
Even Mumbai would want him, yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, right? Say Chennai save 30 crore in the next auction by releasing Dhoni and Chahar. But
they
who do they spend it on?
Can't
right?
really spend
they need Indian players, right?
Yeah.
And that's a 4, is it? It is. Sloppy stuff from Chennai this over. They're kind of undoing all the good work they did in the first 16 overs. A drop catch, first of all, from
not undoing, but I think Mumbai, even if they get good 3 overs, they will end up with 155, 160.
But Somesh, what else can the perfect way for Tim David to announce to the world that he's the second coming of Pollard is by smashing CSK, right?
Yeah.
No
better.
Almost poetic, emblematic, symbolic. So let's see what he can do. That's another 6. That's his brute power. He didn't time it at all. That is ridiculous. But wow. Are we seeing a momentum shift here?
So Anirudh, I mean, your question on Bravis playing ahead of Stubbs, I'll tell you why I disagree with that. Because Mumbai already have a lot of traffic jam in the top order, and Bravis is one other player you would want to have in the top 4. So they've already created a confusion for themselves by buying Cameron Green. If you add Bravis too, then you would definitely be playing him out of position.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it looks like that he should have played, but I don't agree that before the start of the game he would have been a better choice. Gone straight into the middens.
He would be.
Tushar Deshpande, proper giving a proper mouthful.
And he would be fuming, Tim David. But Rahane, you saw that catch he took at first slip. LBW of who was it again? Was it Arshad? I think it was Arshad.
No, it was Arshad. Yeah, it was Arshad. Yeah.
Man, that is look, Tim David is absolutely seething.
So this is where Jofra Archer would have been useful, because even at 8, he's someone who can hit a couple of sixes. Oh my
God, he's seething, he's fuming. This was a great chance to score 60, 70 from here, 3 overs remaining, but he's hit it straight.
I think Mumbai would be lucky to touch 150 from here.
And Bastap has a question for Somesh.
Green again. Too many percentages here. Do you think the IPL team valuation take a 200% jump into his record meter rights figure? Do you think IPL player pressure would increase by 50%, allowing players to be paid better?
Yeah, we saw
बहुत सारे calculation लगाने पड़ेंगे यार.
Telegraph.
So that means, what I'm understanding is from 100 crores it will become 150 crores. Is that what you mean? But the quota will remain the same, right? The number of players that can be bought. If they increase the purses, only the valuation per player will inflate.
Yeah, that's what I think he's talking about. I think that was an article.
But how will that make sense? Because I don't think. See, what will happen is people who are needed, players who are needed, they will start going from 18 crores to 25 crores.
Yeah, no. I mean, he's just talking from a perspective that IPL is making so much money now that it's high time that they start paying the players more. That players are still being paid by the calculations of like the last 5-10 years where base price is same, that is same. But now you can, for example, instead of 20 lakh base price, you can have 40 lakh base price as a starting amount.
That is still fine. But what I fear will happen is what I said. That the players who are in demand.
That is what will happen.
But that is also not justified, right? Because there will be one odd player who will be paid 25 crores. There would be a rare case where a grassroots level player is actually.
But you can always increase the base price from 20 to 40.
That can be done, but I'm still I don't want that 2 crore base price to jump to 5 crores.
That because I think there was a recent report. I think Telegraph did a very good article, which actually talked about how the IPL players are underpaid, and people are ripping into like, oh, I would love to be an IPL player underpaid, but that is only
I say, but underpaid in terms of revenue that has been made.
Yeah, exactly.
See,
That's
I mean, maybe I'm being a little over the top here, but I would say that whatever revenue that the bodies are earning can be spent elsewhere. I mean, improving the fan experience, which itself sucks. I mean, everyone is making so much money because of the fans, but I think fans are hardly getting anything from it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at, ticketing sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you have tickets, you have to stand in line, to enter the stadium, then have to go through a lot of checks. I mean, even entering the stadium itself is a very big hassle.
Yeah.
That in-stadium experience has to improve.
Mm-hmm.
That is nowhere. I mean, with the amount of money that IPL is making, I mean, there are so many articles written that it's only after NBA and English Premier League, but I don't think the fan experience is comparable. The kind of facilities that fans get in those stadiums, I mean, I don't think a regular fan watching IPL for 15 years is getting even 15% of what benefits someone who go to watch an NBA game or a Premier League game will get. So, I mean, I understand where the point about playing players better is coming from, but I think that money can be used elsewhere.
Yeah.
That money can be used for fan experiences. They can be used for at the grassroots level by setting up more academies. Because I feel, the point is this league is already established, and I think with 10 teams, it is clear that we have come to a point where there is a pretty balanced or a normalization of the domestic talent pool. I don't see this becoming a 12-team or a 15-team tournament in the next decade.
Yeah.
So what they can actually do is just inform the teams that there will be no mega auctions. You're ready to sort of establish your own academies, and you can recruit players directly from
which is only fair, right? Which is only fair.
And instead of having auctions every year, what they can start to do is they already have trading between seasons.
Yeah.
So instead of just having auctions, I know auctions make for a very entertaining watch, but I think if you want this product to be taken seriously, there has to be other solutions. You cannot just go down the auction route every 4 years, 3 years.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. And the money earned can be spent better on fans and just having cricketers improved at the grassroots level.
Yeah.
And not just that. I mean, better analytics.
Yeah.
I mean, cricket is nowhere comparable to what it is being done for basketball and
baseball even.
Yeah.
But the mega auction point, a club like Mumbai, right?
Yeah.
Scouts, and they now lost every single player.
Absolutely, it actually hurts, and I
Delhi as well.
See, the point is, if I'm in the Mumbai camp or if I'm the owner of Mumbai Indians, I'm bound to feel dejected. I cannot express my dejection, but I will be dejected that these are the players that we found, we scouted, we developed, and now teams have just racked them up and now become champions in their just first season. So
yeah, right in front of our eyes, 2 players which Mumbai
sort of scouted. And I mean, just having mega auctions and mini auctions, what you're doing is just giving teams who are shitty management, shitty player management, shitty scouting, you're just giving them incentive every year. Even if you suck in the season, you can rebuild your team again and again, which itself is, I mean, the point is, if you look outside the this echo chamber of people like us who do this for a living, or people who are really into cricket. People, I mean, in our country, people in tier 2, tier 3 do not take IPL very seriously, and that is the reason why. Because for them, it's a circus.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, players from the people from the 10 cities would take it seriously because they have some loyalty. But outside that, people still feel that this is just pure entertainment.
So.
Yep, I think
with that
very big monologue, so we can have Avnish back on now to finish this first innings off.
Please, for the love of God, I said this, Saurabh. I'm a huge RCB fan, so how's Mumbai going? How's Mumbai? Can you look outside the window? Are they burning buses? I'm sick and tired of this whole promotion, all these stadium fans that flapping.
Oof, what a ball.
And they dropped it. No, they've taken it over and over.
सिराज is like तेरे पास keeping gloves है, मेरे पास मेरा खुद का हाथ है. Oh, Chira, oh, this is literally peak Siraj.
Oh, God.
Strategic drop.
God, we are back on cricket.com. I've always liked to have this side of it just because of the fact that I don't want to sit in the Mumbai side. I was sitting that side.
You were in the Mumbai side last season.
And yeah, I mean, right now, last season, just for that one game because of Delhi Capitals needed to go out fast to qualify. But right now, I've had a quick dinner, refreshed, recharged for the second innings. It's going to be a tight game. I really say that with a cricket fan heart. I hope that it does go down to the wire, or it's just an early finish.
But why do you think that? I mean, the only hope for Mumbai this season is their batting.
True. I
And
mean, that's why I said
after not even scoring 150.
I mean, it is baffling at times. We'll pick the bones out about it in the mid innings as well. But right now, as a romantic, I want the El Clasico to go down to the wire, or I wanted to end up like Sharjah, where they played in IPL 2020 and it got over in 1.5 hours. And then we can all just chill. I can take you to Kazi. We can go out.
Yeah, I mean,
If it's within 10:30, I promise you I'll take you to Kazi. Right? Because
Looking
Saturday
forward.
night. Yeah. And there's no location shout out.
I've not had a gin tonic in like ages.
In a while, right? I mean, we were doing a watchalong with a man who was having a gin tonic with us. But look, coming back to the cricket, 141 for 8, 19 overs. We did the fantasy of this game, and it said average first inning score was 171. So Mumbai obviously 20-30 below par. They don't have Joe
fantasy.
I mean, for me today personally, so I don't know why I chose to vice captain Rohit. My captain was Rituraj Gaikwad. I was never going to look past that, even though he doesn't do well against Mumbai, strangely enough. But yeah, keep your comments coming through. Shivam Kansal going on to say tough fight between DC and MI, who finished
100%. Can't agree more.
Yeah, I was looking at the WhatsApp.
But I still feel DC will finish above MI.
I mean, that's a debatable one. But I want to ask you something, right? So you just messaged me the bowling attacks. You're rating them on a scale of 1 to 10, and the batting one. We didn't discuss the batting one.
Yeah, we'll do it someday.
We will do it someday. Are you putting RCB as 9th? DC is higher, SRH is higher right now.
Of course. I mean,
Come on,
RCB,
so
I don't know
don't be
after
Don't
top
be
3
mean.
where are the runs coming from. I mean, I've been like a broken record on this. We will come to that whenever we're doing it's on Monday anyway.
Yeah.
And they are playing for what probably is the one of the best batting lineups.
I'll tell you what, we'll just hold on to 5 balls because after this innings, they will probably do that.
I just can't wait to look at all the memes that our boys have put out.
Oh, that's also there.
Yeah.
So there's lots going on at the halftime. Do not go anywhere. Maybe you can just quickly go get your dinner or whenever you're watching this, get whatever, and then come back.
Viewership is dropping just like the status of this game. It's been very
No, I think
today itself has been very poor to watch since Delhi started batting.
Yeah.
I think the whole IPL experience has gone down.
Yeah.
I feel.
And he means the afternoon game. If you guys didn't get it, Delhi's not playing this game.
Yeah. Of course. I mean,
Yeah.
since Delhi started batting in the first game,
Yeah.
पूरा दिन खराब होना शुरू हो गया, and it's like I just want to try. I was just wishing this to end. कि भाई क्या चल रहा है ये बिल्कुल. And it has not happened to me in the past 2-3 years, but this year I'm actually fearing for the league because 2-3 teams are clearly struggling.
Yeah.
And I just hope that these 3 teams do not just end up becoming fillers and easy two-pointers for other teams.
But that's the real longer-term threat, right? If they want to make the IPL bigger, it's that thing that Nasser Hussain said and all the other experts saying that you're diluting the quality of the cricket. Are you a fan of just keeping it to the 8 teams? And
I mean, obviously they can't go back now to 8 teams.
Correct.
They have to do with 10 teams.
yeah,
It is just that because of the amount of cricket played,
yeah.
there are so many injuries. So a lot of teams are missing the key players, and this is now hurting them.
I mean, and it's evident these passengers, so to speak, being carried in the IPL.
Yeah.
They're just competing to make up the numbers, you feel at times. But I guess that's, even if you look at their ideal template, which is 10, 15 teams, I'm guessing there will be some like some sort of disparity with the teams, right?
Yeah, but that's the fear.
Yeah.
Because, see, if this tournament is like the Premier League,
Yeah.
then you sort of accept it that there
Yeah.
will be some off days. But because it has been given a dedicated window of two months, you would want every game to be close.
Yeah.
you can't expect some games to be कि भाई हाँ पता है कि ये game close नहीं होगा. Then it just takes the entire point of giving it so much bhav, and there's no point giving it a separate window. Then they might as well just play 2 games together, and the second game will be against a team who's expected to finish 9th and 10th every season.
That makes sense because look, the Premier League in terms of the football is like 9 months, so you can of course see some great games, but majority of the games also there'll be some drab affairs.
Yeah,
right?
but in Premier League they play 4 games together, right? It's not like this कि भाई इतना भाव दे दिया कि 3:30 to 7:30 का तुम्हें slot दे दिया, but the team is shit.
Yeah, and that's where it makes you think where the IPL is going to go. Look, coming back to the match here, the death over specialist that Pretorius is. Not got a wicket today, but 3.4, none for 24, 153 for 8, Mumbai 19.4. Dhoni will take this after winning the toss and choosing to bowl. Pranavaran going on to say, well, Rahane managed to outpace CSK's ex-championship winning test match batter, 133 ball 100 for Sussex.
But Rahane is not going to play for Sussex.
Oh, that's a shot from Ritik Shaukin. I mean, it was a full toss, but it still had to be put away. And they're now getting to that psychologically 160. The MI Bolton, I know they won't be confident, but they have a tendency to start really well against CSK in games before. You know, like just to rattle the feathers. Imagine if it's 10 for 3. Then again.
But where are the... I mean, see, Berendorf can do it.
Berendorf can do it.
That's their only hope in this game as of now.
Who's going to be sharing the new ball with Berendorf?
Arshad?
Oh, Arshad. Would you like Cameron Green to maybe share it just for today?
I don't think so. I would give it to Arshad.
Okay, stick with 2 left armers then. Look, 158 is a magical number.
So Ritik's cameo really sort of took them near 160.
That is true. And Tim David still 30 odd or whatever. So 157 for 8 and 158 will be required by the men in yellow to get their second win of the tournament. Lots to talk about, of course, today. And of course, so far, looking back at the IPL, so much been meme-worthy, to say the least.
Just like every year.
Just like every year. And do we have a couple of memes in this halftime show that you're proposing?
I think it'll take some more time
for
them to load them up.
Cool. So there's plenty of things to talk about. We, of course, have the other segment that I was always planning to do in the halftime in terms of the top 5. And today, I want to talk about a special one, given that it's El Clasico, not talking about the best matches, not talking about the best knocks, none of that. It is the top 5 Mumbai and Chennai players who played for both those teams. Because they're quite a few combined. In the sense, who
don't you want to make a MICSK 11?
We will.
11?
We will. In the strategic timeout, we plan that with the producers as well.
Oh, okay.
So essentially the top 5 players who played for both Mumbai and Chennai. I can name a few just to get the ball rolling. Robin Uthappa. Remember, he represented Mumbai in that first IPL.
My number 1 would be Mike Hussey.
Mike Hussey, of course, stands out.
My number 2 would be Ambati Raidu because of the sheer contribution.
I like
number
it.
3, Harbhajan Singh.
I like it. I like how Soames is getting this, like, he's playing caddy, man. I don't know. I didn't tell him this, but it's good. He's got 3.
I think technically even Ajinkya Rahane has now played for both, but he's done nothing for either.
Yeah, done nothing for either. Piyush Chawla won a title for both.
I don't. He's not won a title with Mumbai. How? When?
Oh, sorry, not Mumbai. Not Mumbai yet.
ये कब हुआ भाई? मुझे पता नहीं.
What about 2013? Was it with them?
So he was with KKR.
Oh, okay. So this.
I think so. He was with KKR.
Yeah, I think he was with KKR. You're right. What about Karan Sharma?
Karan, did he even play a game for Mumbai? Maybe he did.
I think so.
3 तो sorted है.
What about Dwayne Smith?
Why not Dwayne Bravo?
Oh yeah, Dwayne Bravo.
Yeah.
Don't you forget Dwayne Bravo.
Dwayne Smith is a good shout.
Dwayne Smith as well.
But Dwayne Bravo is a CSK man. You can't call it a Mumbai man.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it'll pain all the CSK fans if you call him a Mumbai man. Who else could we think of in terms of batters? Are there any? Surely thinking of a few right now. Openers, Australians, South Africans. Has there been anyone? So basically, we're trying to ask you guys as well back home or wherever you guys are watching the stream, because it's Mumbai playing CSK. We want to know who the top 5 players who played for both these franchises in, of course, the history of the IPL. Soames had 4 great shouts, potentially already making the top 4 out of those 5. He's gone for...
Okay. Mike Hussey,
Yes.
Ambati Raidu,
Yes.
Harbhajan Singh, Dwayne Smith.
Yes. So we're looking
And
for
yeah,
essentially
we
one more.
counted up Bravo. There is Robin Uthappa as well.
Robert Uthappa is a good shout. There are a few bowlers who come to mind.
Nehra. Oh,
Nehra is a
I've
good
forgotten
shout.
when did Nehra play for Mumbai? I can't recall.
Jacob Oram, did he play for both as well? I think Jacob Oram is definitely one of them. Vijay and Rera won back-to-back tournaments. Yeah, but they didn't play for Mumbai, did they? There's surely another one I'm thinking of right now in terms of someone that MS Dhoni's taken. Yeah, Ashish Nehra is a really, really good shot. Robin Uthappa. Yeah, Raidu we named.
And Raidu has to be number one, I think, because he did very well for both.
He's done very well for both, you're right. And Dwayne Smith, I think that's definitely one more. Berendorf's played for both, right? As well.
Has he played for Chennai? I don't recall.
Yeah, but did Nehra do much for Mumbai? I don't think he did that much for Mumbai. I know he did really well for CSK and Delhi.
Partha Patel is a decent shout.
Partha Patel's a decent shout, yeah. Partha Patel's actually a good shout. Did they have another bloke in terms of a Sri Lankan?
Did Mumbai ever have Thisara Pereira?
I think Mumbai had Thisara Pereira. For that odd season, they did have Pereira. Parthiv Singh, Anlal, Sepat, Raidu Singh, Pranavan. We named Raidu. Brother, basically, we've got Raidu, Dwayne Smith, Harbhajan, and Mike Hussey. So those are the four. The other fifth contenders are Uthappa, Nehra. There's, of course, Karan Sharma,
Piyush Chawla.
Piyush Chawla. We're now just naming whoever's played for whoever. But yeah, guys, if you know, you know. I'm trying to look at this current Chennai team also, if they have anyone. Has Tushar Pandey played for both? I know he plays for Mumbai.
There were some rumors that Chennai is planning to trade Jadeja with Mumbai Indians.
Yeah. Do not take that name, Ritik Kumar. It'll upset Somesh.
Saudi or
Did he play for Mumbai? Yeah, I mean, Savi Santosh goes on to agree with me. Thisara Pereira did play. But did he do much?
nothing which we remember.
I mean, generally, if I say Thisara Pereira on IPL, can you connect the dots?
No.
No, right? You have to really think back. I think, yeah, I can connect the dots when he played for RPSG. He was like Dhoni's go-to bowler in that one season, or Steve Smith's, whoever captained that side. But yeah, so far, if you're joining us in this halftime show, we're going to bring you a little bit more content in just a bit. But right now, I want to get Somesh's opinion and thoughts on the innings which has gone by. Chennai spinners, of course, coming to the fore. It was weird because Mumbai started off really well, 61 for 1 in the power play, and then they got eaten alive, some would say. What do you put it down to? And what are your expectations in the second innings?
I think spinners bowled really well. This wicket sort of favored the spinners. It had something in it for him. So that is where Mumbai got choked. Santner is a very good bowler to left-handers, and we saw an example of that because that goes against the common logic of a slow left-armer against a left-hander. Plus, there were some gift wickets. I think Kishan's dismissal was mistimed. Stubbs didn't work out. Tilak Verma, he did well. Sky unlucky. That was not a ball to get out on. And then Tim David on another day, that would have been a 6.
Correct.
So ye sab chalke, they could have probably added 20-25 runs more and the score would have been 180 plus. But
Yeah.
sort of good bowling by CSK spinners. Good management by Dhoni even after losing Deepak Chahar. And some tame dismissals by Mumbai. These three factors resulted in them being, I think, at least they're 25 runs under par.
Yeah, I like how you touched upon all those dismissals, even the one that they just showed us right now, Rhodes dismissal, absolute brilliant one to Castle, the Indian captain. And who knows, that probably set them back, but it was the spinners, like so mentioned, in particular Jadeja and Santner. They at least featured in my fantasy 11, and that's the interesting bit, right? Like, hopefully my captain can give me points in terms of Ruturaj Gaikwad, because I went for Rohit Sharma as my vice captain. Just, I know hindsight's a beautiful thing, but don't lie. Tell me if you did make a fantasy 11 for tonight's game, who would have been your captain and vice captain choice? Who would
If I
you
did?
Yeah, if you did. Post-tossed, obviously knowing that Stokes and Ali was in there. Knowing you, Would you have gone left field or would you have gone the obvious?
I would have picked Tim David for some reason.
Okay, interesting shout.
Yeah.
And would you have gone for a bowler of some sort?
I'm thinking Bendorf would have been in my team.
Yeah. Because Behrendorff, I mean, I'm glad you just...
Yeah, Bendorf, I had high expectations from him against RCB too, but he didn't deliver. But the common perception is that this Wankhede wicket will suit him.
No, but I agree with you to a slight extent there. The fact that this IPL, maybe Jason Behrendorff will just do something crazy. Like he'll just wreak havoc up top, or he'll get a fifer or a sixer possibly. But something's crazy happening with Behrendorff. I just think he has that one game in him. So if it's tonight, I don't know. I mean, Chennai fans will hate it.
Yeah, so I think we have all the memes ready. So why don't we just
kickstart? So let's kickstart the meme show. Make it a weekly thing this as well. So let's see what we have first up. So
I mean we've been complaining enough about the game time. But I think this is the story of MI fans for 2-3 seasons now.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this is such an apt meme if there ever was. Go on.
I think this will be definitely true for SRH last night.
100%. I was thinking the same. I was thinking the absolute same.
Can you imagine Lara being Rajpal Yadav being Lara? You should have superimposed Lara's face on Rajpal Yadav right now.
Oh my god. And apologies, Brad, we love you here. But yeah, app meme. Move on. Yeah, that's the little theme starters that we have right now in terms of all the memes over there. But some good ones, more to come. And more on our Twitter page, more on Insta. There's lots of Buckloli going on, if you guys know. You know.
Buckloli, yeah, we can have that clip played as well.
Yeah, we can have that clip played as well.
Just 5 minutes.
See if you can play the Jamie Alter first episode show, because it's a weekly show and it'll be something good to get. But having said that, also predictions in the comments below in terms of how Chennai are going to approach their innings, because at the end of the day, Rituraj Gaikwad is my fantasy cricket captain. Speaking of fantasy previews, we're going to be putting out a fantasy preview very shortly about the afternoon game on Super Sunday, Gujarat versus Kolkata. We're going to be doing a watch-along as well for that. So Somesh will be here, I'll be here, I think Akash as well, and maybe even Akshay. So join us tomorrow. We're not doing the night game, unfortunately. But right now, I don't know why they're taking their own sweet time, these broadcasters, with the mid-innings delays. It's about 15 minutes since, but 158 is what Chennai will require to get 2 precious away points. I say 2 precious away points because we spoke about how Chepauk will benefit them. If they get these 2 points, it's gold dust for them.
Yeah.
I mean, just thinking about it from a CSK perspective, do you think CSK had the habit of running away with it at the top, right? In terms of points table.
See, but I think they're missing 2 very important batters. At least 1, not 2, because you know what I feel about Stokes. But yeah, Moeen Ali definitely they'll be missing tonight.
Yeah.
How can they cover for? I'm actually interested to see how will they shape up, because Raidu would be in.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Rahane would be 3.
Yeah.
Raidu 4. Shivam Dubey 5. And then Jadeja, Dhoni.
Yeah. And then Pretorius Santner.
I mean, a lot of options. There is a potential. Oh, it will be very interesting if they promote Pretorius to 3. In case Conway is the one who gets.
Yeah, and the impact's up as well. Sorry, I just had to take that sneeze. My bad. We can, of course, showcase this bit of information for you right now, and you're going to absolutely love it because it is Buckloli with Jamie.
नमस्कार दोस्तों और स्वागत है आपका इस शो पर जिसका नाम है बकलोली विथ जेमी। इससे पहले कि आप मुझे हिंदी बोलते हुए चौंक जाए, आपको बता दूं कि मेरा आधार यही इंडिया का ही है, ठीक है। वो क्या है ना, आजकल आधार के बिना कुछ होता नहीं है ना, तो पहले से ही बोलना पड़ता है, यू अंडरस्टैंड। यकीन नहीं हो रहा है तो सैम करन को देखिए, जिन पर इस साल पंजाब किंग्स के मालिक ने 18.5 करोड़ खर्चे और जो अब तक 8 ओवर में 82 रन दे चुके हैं, मात्र 1 विकेट लेकर। अच्छा, एक और बात, हाँ, ज्यादा सीरियसली मत लेना इस शो को यार। ये एक सैटारिकल क्रिकेट रिव्यू है जिस पर हम इस हफ्ते के आईपीएल मैचेस को लेकर एक ह्यूमरस और लाइट हार्टेड टोन में पेश करते हैं। यू नो, कॉमिकल, नॉट सीरियस, जस्ट फॉर लैप्स। बिल्कुल वैसे ही जैसे इस सीजन दिल्ली कैपिटल्स खेलने आई है। I mean, come on. You know it's been a pretty poor start to your IPL season when the two highlights so far are the response to hanging Rishabh Pant's jersey over the dugout और फिर जब खुद ऋषभ पंत ग्राउंड मैच देखने आए थे और सबकी नजरें उन पर थी, ना कि मैच पर। जी हां, काफी खराब शुरुआत रही है दिल्ली कैपिटल्स की, जिन्होंने अपने पहले 2 मैच हारे, एक तो सीधे 50 रन के मार्जिन से, बाप रे बाप। बट आलिज वेल, क्योंकि जैसे ही दिल्ली फ्रेंचाइज ने पंत की जर्सी डगआउट के ऊपर टांग के रख दी पहले मैच के दिन, तो सोशल मीडिया पर लोगों ने एक साथ तालियां मार के बाकी सब माफ कर दिया। और फिर जब पंत अरुण जेटली स्टेडियम पे दूसरा मैच देखने आए और मुस्कुराते हुए फैंस को हाथ हिलाकर हाय बोलते रहे, तो मैच में क्या चल रहा था वो किसी को याद ही नहीं रहा। वैसे खेलकर फैंस के दिलों को जीतने की क्या जरूरत है जब आप फैंस के फेवरेट प्लेयर की जर्सी बैल्कनी पर सुबह की धुली हुई गमछे की तरह टांग कर पूरे इंटरनेट को ही जीत सकते हो। दिल्ली की बात करें तो भाई मुझे पृथ्वी शॉ का चक्कर समझ नहीं आता। ये वही अंडर 19 कप्तान थे जो शुभमन गिल के साथ खेल कर आए, मगर देखो गिल कहां पहुंच गए, और एक शॉ है जो इस वक्त भी ऐसे घटिया शॉट्स खेलकर आउट होते हैं। और तो और पूरी दुनिया कहती रही कि सरफराज खान अपने शानदार डोमेस्टिक प्रदर्शन के चलते टीम इंडिया में जरूर आएंगे, बट सॉरी टू से इस तरह की फिटनेस के साथ आज के मॉडर्न क्रिकेट में उनके लिए जगह बनाना मुश्किल ही नहीं, नामुमकिन है। आगे बढ़ते हैं कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स की तरफ, जो कि अपने पहली मैच में इतने खराब लगे कि शाकिब अल हसन ने बांग्लादेश से ही मैसेज भेज दिया कि बंधु माफी चाहूंगा, मगर मैं आईपीएल के बजाय आयरलैंड के साथ एक टेस्ट मैच खेलना चाहता हूं, मतलब आमी एक खाने ही भालोवाची। आपको बता दूं कि ये वही शाकिब अल हसन है जो कुछ साल पहले बांग्लादेश को छोड़कर आईपीएल खेलने आए थे। तो अब आप सोच सकते हैं कि इनके प्रायोरिटीज कितनी बदल गए हैं पिछले हफ्ते। हम सभी के चहीते क्रिकेटर एमएस धोनी काफी मजाकिये हैं, ये सबको मालूम है, मगर चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स की दूसरे मैच के बाद जब धोनी से पूछा गया टीम के इतने सारे वाइड्स और नो बॉल्स के बारे में, तो कप्तान साहब ने ऐसा जवाब दिया कि लोग सोचने लगे कि अरे यार ये माही मजाक ही कर रहे हैं ना, कि कहीं सच में टूर्नामेंट बीच टीम को छोड़ के तो नहीं जाएंगे। तो अब आप समझ सकते हैं कि अगर एमएसडी ने ऐसा रिएक्ट किया तो उनकी बॉलिंग कैसे रही हो। धोनी के इस बयान के बाद सुनने में आया है कि चेन्नई टीम के फैंस तुषार देशपांडे और राजवर्धन हंगर केरकर की सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट पे जाकर उन्हें सलाह देने लगे कि बॉस तुम रहने दो, वैसे ही धोनी का आखिरी साल लग रहा है आईपीएल में, प्लीज तुम उन्हें वक्त से पहले रिटायर होने पर मजबूर मत करना भाई। Among the various new rules this IPL season is the right for players to review wide and no ball decisions. अब दोस्तों इस लीग को लेकर मेरी एक ही शिकायत थी पहले से कि मैचेस इतने लेट जाते हैं, और अब इस नए रूल के कारण मेरी नींद और भी खराब होने लगी यार, क्योंकि कमबख्त एक मैच भी 11:30 से पहले खत्म नहीं हुआ है। और फिर जब मैंने जॉस बटलर का ट्वीट देखा चेन्नई और लखनऊ सुपर जायंट्स मैच के बीच कि प्लीज मैच को थोड़ा चलाओ ना यार, तो मुझे एहसास हुआ कि भाई जॉस बटलर जैसे शांत और हमेशा मुस्कुराते हुए प्लेयर को अगर एक आईपीएल मैच स्लो लग रहा है, फिर तो जरूर ये रूल बहुत ही फालतू है। और परसों रात को जो मैच हुआ पंजाब और राजस्थान के बीच, उसमें एक वाइड को रिव्यू करने में 2 मिनट और 30 सेकंड लगे, और इतने टाइम के बाद साला गलत डिसीजन निकला। भाई साहब उतने समय में केएल राहुल 8 डॉट बॉल खेल के आउट भी हो चुके होते, या फिर रविंद्र जडेजा
Right, of course. If you guys want to watch more of that, it's absolutely hilarious and gripping at times with Jamie Alter. More to come, and of course, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel for all the notifications. Now, the innings has resumed in all of this hullabaloo, and 3 balls in, no run for Chennai Super Kings so far. And there are, of course, some fancy placards in the crowd. I'm just here to hear another definitely not. One says, and the other one said, I cancel my date to see Thala, or something like that.
Oh,
Goal! It's that Berendorf. It's that B word I was gonna say. Then I was gonna like, that's home guess. But none for one.
Oh, bhai.
And now,
Game on.
as that wicket gotten.
Come on, promote Santner.
Come on, promote Santner. Or promote. You know who CSK support? Promote now.
Promote Santner.
Why? Who are you backing?
I want CSK to win.
Why?
Because they are in my top 4 predictions.
They'll still.
I just
make
care
top
about my
four.
prediction. I don't care about the team.
Bro, they'll still. make
Anyway,
top
Delhi are
four.
ruining my predictions.
So who else was in your top 4 predictions?
See, RR, LSG are obvious. Then I had CSK and DC.
CSK and DC.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I'm thinking I should have gone for Punjab, but okay, let's see.
Unbelievable. He's gone for Akash.
But even I have doubts about
Shub's
Punjab's
team.
batting as well. Let's see how it unfolds. Because that one will definitely be 30 ball 30 every game. But he won't be able to pick up every game.
So basically, you go for Akash's team, Shub's team, and Anirudh's team, but you're not going to go for my team. Wow.
Yeah. I hate you.
Unbelievable.
You know that.
Daggers to my heart. Just daggers. But look, jokes apart though, none for one, and Berendorf has got rid of Conway. Just before we started doing the watchalong again, Conway had some side screen distraction, but Rohit Sharma would be
And
happy,
Rahane 3.
and the Wankhede as well would be happy. So they're not going for Santner. It's Rahane's debut for CSK, and he gets off the mark with the typical Rahane glance on the offside. Glance? Broad in the offside. But yeah, Berendorf, we said it at the halftime break as well, so that he has something in terms of making the new ball talk. And a little bit of an element of luck here, but look, Mumbai need that if they have to defend 158. That's why I get a feeling that this game's going to be tight.
But
think about it, bro.
Berendorf over the समझ में आता है, but who else?
Who else? No, bro, the big men.
And
Just
even he has to be fuller.
talk about the big men at play.
Who are the big men?
Yeah, I'm asking you, who do you think the big man at play is? Saturday, it's Mumbai, it's Chennai in Mumbai. Who's the big man at play?
I just think that you like to oversell that script, but
No,
there is no script.
Srini Mama is there, and there's of course,
Guys, I mean, the 11 of you watching, who all among you really feel that this game would be tight?
tight, yeah, or rejigged, or scripted to any certain sense. I don't think it obviously is. I just say that to like pull other people's foot. But like generally, I feel this game is going to get a tight result in some way or the other because it's just how games are sometimes. And I think that because it's the fixture, this fixture is either blown hot or blown cold.
दो ही ऑप्शन होते हैं हमेशा वैसे भी ऐसा कोई blown lukewarm नहीं होता कभी भी वाह
But I feel like, I'm tending to be the blow hot tonight. Let's see if it really catches fire. Already one down. And
I think
Rahane-
usually Raidu is the one who takes CSK home against MI.
True, but like it's also going to be seeing in Rituraj Gaikwad, right? Like if he does what he's done the first 2 games, which is just
Of
bad
course.
regardless.
Looking forward to watching Matt. He has been so sublime.
True. And CSK chased, no, they batted first in both games, right? Yeah, the opening game
Yeah,
against
Dhoni
Gujarat.
lost both tosses, so
Correct.
they had to get back first.
Yeah, so this is the first
Option
time
A.
Chennai chasing as well. So it's
अच्छा तू अरे यार क्या वाइड फेंक रहे हो भाई नहीं चलेगा इतने रन ही नहीं है.
I don't think Rohit Sharma will be happy with that as well. But look, Berendorf, I mean, just perfect wicket Conway because
Like
of no
that in
more
between lane, something similar to what even Rohit faced.
Yeah.
इसमें आगे जाए या पीछे रहे.
You mentioned
आगे
Shiva,
चले या पीछे देखे.
you mentioned who do you call it? Santner coming in. What about Shivam Dubey? Or you think he's prone to the swinging ball?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he would much rather face spin.
Yeah.
I just wanted them to make use of Satner the batter a little more because अब तो कोई scope है नहीं.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, they might even send him at 4 for all that.
Yeah, I mean, Raidu can just be kept. Conway scored Wankhede in T20, so he has played at the Wankhede.
Of course, yeah, last season.
So remember when we were saying, has he played?
Yeah.
So he has played.
And he struggled, like, quite obviously.
By the way, Rituraj Gaikwad also, we showcased in the fantasy. He struggles against left-arm paces. That's his only bowling type weakness. So both
short clipped away.
Arshad and
not four.
Behrendorff, they could spur a surprise, you know. They really could. You never know.
Excited to see good old Rahane.
I mean, yeah, excited slightly. I mean, not too much.
और ये क्या भाई choco chips cookie वो भी खा
Yeah, I
रहे
was just trying to like get some sugar levels back up in case I need them.
हो? जलवे
Jalwe. Innings 18, out 11.
11
औसत 19 19.7.
दशमलव 7
Dashamlak? No, I didn't know that. That's
Why?
crazy. Dashamlak. Wow. You know, the other phrase I picked upon in that Jamie Alter Bakloli show is Sutro ke anusar. That's crazy. That's old Hindi, proper like radio.
But I mean, I'm surprised you can actually read Hindi well decent.
Yeah,
औसत
sure.
औसत पढ़ पा रहा है भाई.
Rahane, Gaikwad, Lakshya,
I was of the opinion कि वो ऊपर जब दो balloon आते हैं तब your mind.
Lakshya. Oh, dude, he's doing sit-ups. Oh, he's
Oh.
fetching in a wide one.
Is there a tactic against Gaikwad trying to bowl wide?
Maybe. I mean, it is a coastal
And our producer
city.
eating something tasty alone.
Eating something tasty, the bong in him. I think he's one of those who likes aloo in the biryani.
Of course.
Do you like aloo in your biryani?
I've never had one. I mean, surprisingly, I've never had a Kolkata
No,
biryani.
really?
Yeah.
They have egg and aloo and lots
I've
of
had
other
a lot of
things.
Bengali cuisine, but never a Kolkata biryani.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of food, this is a good one for the comments.
मत बात कर यार भूख डिनर नहीं किया है मैंने तो
Okay, but
क्या बैठा है?
seriously, just because I just want to understand who likes what in the comments below. We'll come back to Gaikwad and all of that. Best biryani that our country has to offer. You can talk to me about Lucknow biryani, you can talk to me about Andhra biryani, Ambur biryani, anything. Talk to me. That'll make a conversation starter. There is, of
Some
course,
delicious sixes by Rituraj Gaikwad
yeah, some delicious sixes over
all
there.
over the ground.
I think there's even
Long one पे नहीं मारता है क्या ये?
proper Hyderabadi biryani. How can we get that? Yeah. So look, 11 for 1, 1.4, 159. So they're chasing under 8 Nova, so they can take their time. Rahane has come out with
These are kind of changes which Rahane used to love.
Yeah,
when he used to play
love.
for RR. कि भाई हाँ,
Absolutely
ये
relish.
मेरे alley में है.
that was his bread and butter for RR in that Floriana jersey that they had
I
way
think
back
it's
in the day.
2012, 13, 14 for those 2-3 years.
True, you mentioned something in the first innings, so the fact that you want to see your fellow statesman be the impact sub in Kumar Kartikeya. What are the certain matchups you envisage with Kartikeya coming on? Because it's a good shout. It's a very good shout.
Dhoni, Jadeja, even Raidu,
Yeah, Raidu.
Rahane.
Yeah, I think they'll probably give Arshad and Behrendorff 4 overs
Yeah.
at best. Or maybe the 5th is one of them has a tail up. 12 for 1, 2 overs gone, by the way. Subscribe if you guys are watching and keep your comments coming through. We just asked you which is your favorite biryani. Mine's the Andhra. I don't know what Som likes in terms of biryani.
Yeah, Andhra.
Or the proper like Muslim biryani. Hyderabad, no question about that. Like Hyderabad, there's 2, the proper Bawarchi one and the Andhra one. Which one is it? Nachiket. And I'm guessing Nachiket, you're from Hyderabad. Might be wrong. Might be wrong.
Nachiket, RCB fan?
Is he an RCB fan? I know Veera Reddy is a Hyderabad fan. I mean, the name kind of tells it all, essentially. Anyway, Rahane on strike to Behrendorff and CSK being circumspect, a little misfield, and you can't afford that. So far, I mean, 2 wides in the previous over and a misfield right now won't help Mumbai scores.
But on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful is watching this game?
Yeah, as in the real sheen of this fixture over the years is diminished.
Yeah.
Look how strong these 2 teams are. I still have these 2 teams, funnily enough, in the top 4.
And these 2 teams finished 9th and 10th last
Yeah.
season.
I still think because they have the know-how, because they have a lot of key players. Oh, in the
I think this
end.
know-how logic still works for CSK, but I don't think this know-how logic now
Yeah.
works for MI because they've made far too many errors to now. I mean, they're just defying common sense so often that I don't think that I won't rate them at the same level as they were,
Okay.
even
so,
in terms of thinking and
so
body
if you-
language and everything.
I understand that. So if you have to single upon one biggest mistake that Mumbai Indians have made as a franchise in the last 3 years, what is it and why?
See, number one mistake, I think you can't spend 16 crores on Rohit Sharma. Definitely you cannot. And on top of that, you're paying Ishan Kishan 14 crores. You can't have openers worth 30 crores in this format because that's the easiest spot to fill. And then they went one step ahead and bought Cameron Green for 17 crores. And that was like, I would have excused them for making blunders in the mega auction, but after the Cameron Green thing and how happy they were after buying him, I was like, this team, they have lost it. They have lost the plot.
Yeah, I mean, that's food for thought. That maybe that could be actually a clip to entice people, and if they agree with Som or disagree with
Pranav
Som
channelizing
on
his
Twitter. बिरयानी की बात करें तो
nationalized-
मुझे स्टेट्स के नाम ना सुनाई देते हैं, ना दिखाई देते हैं, सिर्फ एक मुल्क का नाम सुनाई देता है, इंडियन बिरयानी.
So he's channelizing his inner Shah Rukh Khan.
In Chakde.
Yeah. Chak De Biryani.
What a scene that was.
So
What
Chak
a
De
scene.
Biryani, a good name for an outlet.
Chakde biryani.
If any one of you is hearing and interested in being an entrepreneur, maybe you can start something called Chak De Biryani. Where you can actually keep biryanis from different parts of the country. Dude,
Bro, that is a.
I have a business idea.
Is that a brainchild being produced by Som on the
I
live?
think I have
Watchalong?
an excellent idea at the moment. I should do something about
But
it.
right now you might lose her because people have heard your idea. Maybe
Yeah,
just
man.
patency.
Patent through. I should speak to my lawyer. Chak De Biryani.
By the way, in all of this biryani chat and of course your Mumbai chat, Ajay Rahane is hit a 6 in the IPL after a long time. Who would have thought that? I mean, it's 2023, but he's still around the bloke.
Yeah.
And you never know. I mean, they got Uttapa, so will Rahane
And they
do
got
Uttapa?
and they got Uttapa to work for them.
Yeah.
So now, if Rahane chases this game down for them, then it's a win. I mean, if a player like Rahane is going to win you 1 or 2 games, that's a win, definite win.
Bro, if they get Rahane to even do an Uttapa, that'll just be mad. Then Dhoni is the magician. Just call him Jadugar Dhoni. No? Just call him Jadugar MS, because if he can take someone like Uttapa, he can take Shivam Dubey, who is absolutely diabolical in RCB and RR respectively. MS Dhoni is a magician, honest to God. I mean, what are your thoughts about that?
Has Tim South ever? Tim South is played for CSK, right?
Yeah, but like not the particular conditions that he would have liked in Chepo. I mean, Dhoni can't do everything. I think Dhoni's made people like Manpreet Dhoni look good,
Yeah.
right? Sudeep Tyagi look good. How many Indian caps has he produced?
Oh,
you
Bhai
bet your
sahab.
Rahane. Ajinkya Rahane, you're having a laugh. Oh my God. 9 ball 19. Ajinkya Rahane.
Get out of here.
No. And they're kissing the ball. And she's keeping it. This fan is having the cheek to keep it. And she's like, no. And I can't believe that. I don't think I've seen that in a cricket ground. Anyway, Ajinkya
मेरे
Rahane.
पास आया तो मेरा हो गया.
Look, I know Mumbai, I mean, is a coastal city, and I don't think the golf course is there, but why is he playing golf? Ajinkya
This
Rahane?
was shit ball.
Shit ball from Arshad Khan. And
Oh.
she's like, please, I want to take it for
Yeah,
Insta
he-
Reels right now.
He managed to get it back from her.
Wow, I love it. She's going to be meme worthy with regards to this match. And the CSK fan is loving it too. Dhoni, meanwhile, continuing to do sit ups, leaving Stephen Fleming no space to sit in the dressing room.
Shot.
Shot, Ajinkya Rahane is turning the clock back. This is a joke. Honestly, clip the last 3 minutes. Clip the last 3 minutes. Because me and Som have thoroughly been entertained. I mean, this is Mark 3 Rahane. If there
He's
ever
always
was.
been watchable. So at least he's getting to play shots, which is a good thing.
But it's something that you said, right? These are buffet balls. But Rahane seemingly is a guy who's probably walked 10 kilometers to enter this buffet. He's not going to miss out.
Yeah.
He's built up his appetite. Like all his andar ki khunnas or whatever they say. Oh, this is
guided.
finesse. And this is 4-4. He knows this ground like the back of his hand. Ajju is what Rohit Sharma called him in an Instagram live once. And he's making it count. 11 ball 27. Anirudh Statsman, please tell us if he's ever enjoyed a faster 11 ball innings in his IPL history. Please. If he has, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
What do you
Definitely
think?
not in the last 6
What do
years.
you think MS only stole him?
I don't think he's told him anything. It's like, if he pata hai,
But
to
then
ye
how
janta hai,
do
kaise.
people make Dhoni look so good? You just mentioned it, right? Like Uttapa ran for Dhoni, and all these guys are willing to run through a brick wall for Dhoni, bro. Including that fan, by the way.
Hmm.
But yeah, Arshad Khan. Oh, he's got for
This
more
is not
runs.
good bowling.
Oh.
This is poor bowling.
I'm sorry. I know it's all
see,
professional, but it's a joke.
That one
man.
shot, that the guide was top, but the other three were shit.
And by the way, the over's not even over. The over's not even over,
And
bro.
this is why I rated Mumbai's bowling attack to be 10.
Oh my god. But look,
They don't have a bowling attack. I
and
mean,
you know-
even ranking them is doing ranking system a disservice. Mumbai's bowling attack should not be ranked. It's like there are 9 bowling teams and there is no one.
oh god. I mean, this is honestly brilliant. I love it. It just brings out the
I think
best.
India should just take Rane to the WTC final.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I think
What do you
so.
think, Vastav? Tell us in the comments.
39 for 1. 1 second, so this is ridiculous because 18 of the over. Oh my god, make it 22. Oh my god. Ajinkya Rahane. Are you insane? I mean, Arshad is being Rahane. That should be a term. Rahane. You heard it first on the CDC Watchalong. I mean, this is a joke.
Isn't this tweet by Karthik Tyagi as well, Nandla?
I think so. But so this is a joke. 6
So
4
I think
4
data
4.
suggests that Rane is very good against left arm pace. So I think he should be able to cope Mitchell Stark as well, no, in WTC final.
I mean,
What do you
seriously,
think?
all the comparisons. I'm honestly thinking to myself, there's another boundary coming here because 6 4 4 4 4. And what does he have?
Oh, man.
Oh, it's an anticlimax. But
He's
look,
keeping the strike by.
he's keeping the strike. He's
Oh,
having
four
all the fun
overthrows.
right now. Could be overthrows and buzzers. Ajinkya Rahane is having a laugh. 14
Now who do
balls,
Mumbai turn to?
36. Now
Akshay
Kumar
again.
Karthikeya for sure.
In power play?
100%.
Not Cam Green. Yes, 17
No.
blue-eyed boy.
Baad mein jao bhai, Cam Green. Honestly, I mean, unless he has the rub of the green. But look, coming back to Ajinkya Rahane, well done. We salute you. I was calling it a joke, but let me call it a juke. A juke.
So, Basav, here's a question. I know if I bowl to Rahane, he'll hit me for 6 6. So, does that make him a very good batter?
Don't hide behind blaming Mumbai Indians is what he goes on to say. Face blue smiling. I mean, genuinely, we were comparing Rahane and whether he can do an Uttapa encore. Robert Uttapa might be saying, you know what, Ajinkya, you might be beating me, mate.
Yeah, I'm going to come out of retirement.
Yeah. And will Chennai, I know they didn't win the IPL last year, but 2023, will they break the jinx? I'm just trying to make all my Ajinkya Rahane jokes if you guys haven't realized, but thanks for laughing. I went for a juke and then I went for jinx, but clearly no one gets the memo here. But look, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, your comments are most appreciated. Thank you, Basa Parida, who's multitasking. Oh, and there's a little bit of respect shown to Cam Green as well. I think we have ourselves a WTC final contender.
Huh? By Rahane versus Cam Green. Right?
And he's seeing him off. He's taking on left arm pace. So
Yeah.
look, at the end of the day, it's good.
Do you want to take this comment?
Yeah, I should take this comment essentially. Comes from the beloved. Let's hope Rahane keeps this up. Face orange, biting nails. Good to see that. Good to see that. Hope you've eaten dinner. I'll
So are
text
we
you.
like RCB versus CSK in the
I mean,
house?
it's a joke. You know what else is in contention, by the way? It's 9:45. If this game gets over in another 45 minutes, I owe Som a gin and tonic in Gazi. So, look, lots of things to play for.
Yeah, jaldi maro re.
500 overs twice in a day. Khalil, Arshad, Jaiswal, Rahane, 2 Mumbai batters. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Two Mumbai batters, 2 left-arm pacers.
now this is really interesting. This has just popped up in my mind, and I'm sure this has happened. Rahane, remember, hit 6 4s in an RCB game for RR against Srinath Arvind. Okay, and he's done it now. Obviously, the last ball didn't go for 4. So he's a batter to hit 6 boundaries, 5 boundaries, 4 boundaries, 3 boundaries, and 2 in 1. Oh my God.
WTC pakka, bhai.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And I think Ajinkya Rahane is listening to Somesh's request as well. Not just the WTC, but the Kazi quick drink. But yeah, I love how the Watchalong also is gathering steam and pace. Keep your comments coming through. Like this. If you're liking Ajinkya Rahane, turn back the clock. Ladies and gents. Boys and
17
girls.
crores.
17
Pulled for a
crores.
6 by 50 lakhs?
Yeah. Flicked away. Flicked away. For a
Flicked
6.
away.
I mean, it's crazy. There's a sea of
Clicked
yellow.
away.
Yeah, clicked away. Sea of yellow in the Wankhede, and it's quite maddening to think that Basta wants to be again in the frame.
Introspect saying something, and I quite agree with him.
Warner and Rahane both practicing their own ways for the WTC final. 1 sec, 43 of
This should be
16.
4. Oh no.
No, they've got protection
Full
there.
ball there, thoda covers pe chal theek hai, koi baat nahi.
Look, at the end of the day, 17 ball 44. I want to ask my stats man this. Ajinkya Rahane's played some gorgeous knocks in the IPL. What's his fastest 50? I'm betting that it's nothing quicker than 25 balls.
Yeah, maybe we don't have to wait for the second time out of this innings.
Yeah.
I don't think that will come.
Yeah,
So maybe our statman can be on. at this-
maybe. I mean,
At the
Anirudh
end of the power
Kasaragod,
play.
if you can just sneak yourself into a
Tell
room,
us a couple
maybe.
of good things about Ajinkya Rahane.
Yeah, a good
Yeah.
couple of nuggets so far. In terms
Right.
of it being the most expensive over, is it 23? I know there was, of course, Jaiswal earlier in the day, not the night. But 1 sec, lots of head scratching to do, by the way.
Highest strike rate in first 15 balls of IPL for Rahane, 37 of 15 versus Mumbai. This game, so this game takes the cherry. Definitely seems like his fastest 50 if he reaches there quickly.
That's very interesting.
He's on his way.
That is very interesting.
Have they made the impact sub? No, not yet.
But 1 second, look, Cameron Green's coming to bowl.
Gaikwad is like proper. असली टेस्ट मैच तो Gaikwad खेल रहा है भाई.
Exactly. And,
WTC में मेरी जगह भी बनती है.
and it's not very often that you see this version of Rituraj Gaikwad play second fiddle to anyone. That's how good Ajinkya Rahane's looked. Keep your comments coming through. And also, Piyush Chawla is going to be having a warm-up. It gets from bad to
Arey,
worse.
yeah.
Somesh is having a laugh.
Well, looking at him warming up, like,
Okay, but
I don't know if fat shame anyone.
I know. Okay, so just tell me this. You're Rohit Sharma. How are you damage controlling stuff out there in the middle? What can Rohit do? He's defending 158.
Have a drink.
Have a drink. But think about the impact sub. Kartikeya or now or never.
That's the only hope.
That's the only hope, right? Or would you again throw the ball to Berendorf and be like,
क्या होगा उससे? मतलब वो करना था तो इसी ओवर में करना था.
hmm.
I think it's like over too late for that.
Anyway, Green, final ball of his over, beg your pardon, 4.554 for 1. And
On the
Gaikwad
legs.
will keep strike. Boo, Rituraj. And I'm saying that with respect to Rahane because 17 ball 44 is nuts. Rahane anchor bunker आया था. मैं की bowling देखकर aggressive बन गया. Lamau is a thing.
I think Chennai Pujara must be wondering कि यार इस मैच में तो मैं भी खेल सकता था CS के लिए and I would have done.
So we're asking tonight, should Ajinkya Rahane be part of not just the World Test Championship final, but the World T20 2024? No, just joking. Obviously fun and games here. But Rahane, I mean, talk about getting value for money. How much did they spend for him? 50 lakhs?
50 lakhs if my memory serves right.
This
I mean,
is
definitely
just
more.
gold bargaining. I mean, brilliant. I mean, you were making a point with Anirudh earlier, right? With regards to, what is it? You were talking about someone being really good in terms of talent scouting. Mumbai themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys have a reputation of bringing washed players and giving them an opportunity. Watson, Uttapa, Rahane. Can you think of other names who Dhoni has resurrected? Piyush Chawla.
Shivam Dubey. Piyush Chawla though not so much.
He won an IPL, right? In 2021 with them.
But I don't think
Speaking
he was,
of Piyush Chawla, he's here. And they've got, I think, long off back as well. So it's
and then they
interesting.
played Piyush Chawla a lot after the 2020 season.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
He was borderline embarrassing for them in UAE.
I agree with you. I want to see if Chawla is also going to be taken apart by Ajinkya Rahane because that's what every fan in the country is tuned into right now. Can Rahane really continue? 17 ball 44. He's got 2 sixes and a plethora of boundaries. 5 balls left in the power play. A worried Rohit Sharma. It's all kicking off. Chawla flights it up. Oh, was in the air for a while, but he'll get 4. I think I'll tell you what, Som, the luck is with Ajinkya Rahane.
It's gap finding.
It's gap finding. I mean, any other day, it would have been like soft dismissal. And we can hear the claps and the screams from the CDC office next door. I mean, it's essentially sitting in the office. I meant studio.
Everyone is enjoying this.
The newsroom. The newsroom's going off. The newsroom is going off. We can tell you that for starters. Right now, it feels all calm because we're watching in a mute, of course, but 60 for 1, 5.2. Ajinkya Rahane. Oh my God, another boundary. It is. 52, take a bow. 19 ball. Welcome to CSK. As simple as that. Dhoni likes it.
I'm liking it too, bhai. Mera gin tonic ready ho raha hai.
Yeah, I mean,
Order kar do?
I mean, here's my third and my final attempt of cracking the best Rahane joke. Ajinkya Rahane. Yeah, finally made him laugh. Get in there, lads. That's finally it. Hopefully, it's an Ajinkya Rahane, right, for us, because we need one. But, oh, he's picked the wrong one as well. Everything's going for Rahane. 20 ball 53. Has he potentially kept Ben Stokes out of the IPL?
Let's not get ahead of us.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But look, Suresh Raina, quickest 50 for CSK, of course. For
Who can forget that?
who can forget that? 16 balls. But look, Rahane, he has just become a CSK cult hero in the last 24 minutes. I'm not even joking. I mean, every CSK fan, even in 2028, will be remembering this knock. Mark my words. And now, Rituraj Gaikwad trying to tell Ajubai, saying that if you're at the party, I'm there too. But look, 67 for 1, 5.5. CSK also now already thinking about the net run rate. And of course, thinking of giving Somesh that free drink from my side. And why wouldn't we like that? Because Kazi is right down the road as well. So we wouldn't mind that. By the way, how much of you guys like this particular knock from Ajinkya Rahane? Is it your standout moment in this year's competition? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, like this channel. Mumbai Indians is getting a dose of their own Ajinkya tonic. Yeah, for sure. Ajinkya tonic. I love how Dhoni and Fleming still remain calm, bro. They're just like, we've seen it. We've seen it
all.
We've seen it all. By the way, so I'd asked the producer to, of course, put out one of the fantasy previews if it's ready. And that'll be interesting because we've got some fantasy picks for you guys in that afternoon fixture tomorrow. I know the second fantasy preview is still being edited, but the first fantasy preview, Shaunak, if it's ready, can we fire it up in just about 5 minutes' time? I just want to showcase what we've gone with because Sai Sudarshan's definitely going to be a choice there. Speaking of men from Tamil Nadu, we've got a substitution in Anirudh Suresh. We'll make that sub right now so Somesh can finally go order dinner. Get some food in your belly before you get the booze.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God. I haven't said this, Saurabh. I'm a huge RCB fan, so please. How's Mumbai going? How's Mumbai? Can you look outside the window? Are they burning buses? I'm sick and tired of this whole promotion. All these stadium fans are clapping.
Oof, what a ball.
And they dropped it. No, they've taken it all.
Siraj is like, तेरे पास keeping gloves है, मेरे पास मेरा खुद का हाथ है. Oh, Chira. Oh, this is literally peak Siraj.
Oh, God.
Strategic drop.
God. Welcome back. So lots has happened, in particular Ajinkya Rahane, and we have a new face, essentially. We've not seen him for 10 overs. How are you? How was your dinner? And how is a throwback to 2012 been for you?
I mean, this is just brilliant, right?
It's brilliant.
CSK is a gift that keeps giving.
It just keeps giving. Is Dhoni a magician?
I don't know, but we're saying, just joking outside with Hardik and the boys, that this is better than anything Rohit Sharma has done in the last 5 years. The single knock has been better than Rohit's.
I agree with that. 1 second. What is magician in Tamil?
It's called Mandravadi.
Then Dhoni is definitely a Mandravadi. Because, I mean, if he can get players like Uttapa, Rahane, I don't know, name more players that he's resuscitated. Dubey,
Uttapas, yeah,
Watson.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like he just has the ability. What do you put that down to?
I think it's the impeccable vibes that they keep referring to. Everyone CSK being a family.
Yeah, I
this,
second that. I
So
second that.
it must be the vibes that brings out the best in all the individuals. you
Yeah.
know. I mean, come on, like has Rahane ever timed the ball this sweetly ever?
Has he already kind of gone into CSK folklore being a Caltino in 2029?
For this season, absolutely already. I mean, like this, it's enough if he never performs again for the rest of the season. He's already done more than what he was expected to do.
Correct. I can just foresee it, right? Like maybe in 2029 or something, we'll just be like, bro, you remember Rahani's debut for CSK? Yeah, he came and nailed it, bro. Yeah, oh yeah. Of
I mean, I
course.
can't think of better debuts, to be honest. Like
No.
this is just
Brilliant.
absolutely insane.
Yeah, for an Indian guy coming back into the scheme of
And-
things, for sure.
Look at the stats. So this is the joint second fastest.
Yeah, in CSK's all
CSK's
time.
history.
Yeah, history.
Joint second fastest 50 in CSK's history.
Yeah, that's madness.
Bloody
That
hell.
is madness.
Or wait,
He's literally done that.
we are fact checking it.
We
I
are
guess.
fact checking it. Vikas has come in to, of course, just tell us a few things.
Yeah, like calm down.
The
guys.
fantasy is not ready. He goes on to say, Shant ho jao.
But yes, I guess the Rahane status.
Correct. And more importantly, let's just alert our viewers that there's an impact sub also happening in this whole harakiri right
It's
now.
not Arjun.
It's not Arjun. It is, of course, Som's fellow statesman in Kumar Kartikeya, the MP man. Can he, of course, puzzle a few Chennai batters in the night? Only time will tell.
So CSK are surely winning this, right?
They are. Bro, so I had a bet with Som. If they do it under 30 minutes from now,
Yeah.
I'll have to buy him a drink at Kazi. So I'm hoping that they don't
That-
really smoke
I don't
the
think it's
hell
happening.
out of...
You better bet in terms of overs rather than minutes because you know how the IPL is.
That is true.
Oh, by the
That's
way,
why I went with minutes. Because if I bet with overs, I essentially sometimes feel that it's a gimmick. So I was just
So-
being safe. And it's
so
still,
what
yeah, you're
will
right.
Rahane do after the break? He smashed one and he scored.
Oh,
well fielded, well
well
fielded, well
fielded.
fielded,
Well fielded, well fielded.
Speaking of blue teams getting smashed by yellow teams, Wolves beat Chelsea.
Oh no,
1-0.
really? It continues from bad to worse.
So yeah, it's today's
You're
game.
sacked in the morning. You're sacked in the morning. Frank Lampard, you're sacked in the morning. He
My
can't be,
God,
obviously.
sir.
Yeah, imagine that.
But-
Imagine that.
The shortest caretaker manager reign ever, but
Oh, yeah.
look, yellow all the way it seems today.
For sure. And I think, look, at the end of the day, Chennai gave me this feeling and vibe. I know that I predicted Chennai and Mumbai to feature my top four, but Chennai really
Yeah.
seemed that they were just a match undone. And I think Fleming said that as well in that GT game. I think now they're finding their stride. I'm
Yeah.
not just saying that because whatever, everything's clicking, but
And even the GT game was close. It's not like it was like
correct.
a brutalization or demolition or whatever, but it was just that GT were marginally, not marginally, much better than marginally better, but look, Gaikwad scored 90. I mean, Chennai had their moments in that match.
Correct.
So-
So, in your predictions that you made in that video, was CSK part of your top four?
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
But considering how Sunrisers have started, I think I should revise my prediction.
Oh,
But see, this has been the thing all tournament, right? That we are assuming that out of 7, Chennai will win at least 5 home matches,
yeah.
which means they need to win like 2 or 3 away matches of the 7. I think they have already ticked one away match is done already.
And that's what I was
So,
telling Som as well. Like,
ba-
these 2 points will be precious in
So
the grand
basically,
scheme of
after this,
things.
they have 5 away matches remaining, and they just need to win 2 or 3, and you know that's right there. That's their path to the playoffs.
Yeah, 100%.
It's easier said than done, but I don't know. The vibes seem good.
And what about this, right? Because Rahane, because he's Indian and because he's a right-hander, does he now become an undroppable? As strange as it sounds.
Look, I
Or is he now the perfect backup?
tell you what, I think it will be a blessing in disguise for Chennai if Stokes gets injured and is ruled
Okay.
out of the season or whatever.
Okay.
Because once Tikshana is back, he's a starter. But now, ideally at home at Chepauk, you want to play both Tikshana and Santner. Whereas if you're going to like other places like Eden and Lucknow or wherever, you want to play Magala and Tikshana. I think Tikshana picks himself like he's a starter. But you can't do it if you have this guy, if you have Stokes. Because Conway is a starter, then Moeen is a starter as well. So I think Stokes being there, I think I personally feel it was a bad buy, as is the opinion of many people. But yeah,
I mean,
look,
it just makes you think about how they'll really kind of go about their business in due course. But look, comments coming through right now, which we'll take. Introspect saying CSK chance and market is humiliating.
since the first ball, no?
Yeah,
Since
it's
ball,
not the first time it's happened, because I think even in that 2018 when they returned to the IPL, Chennai fans are absolutely cock
Ooh,
that
that
day.
is
That is
sneaky
probably, if it went for 4, I'll tell you what, that would probably been the shot of the day in terms of the wrists being
Mumbai looked
utilized.
like shell shocked right
Yeah,
now.
for
Mumbai
sure.
looked shell shocked, absolutely shell shocked.
I mean, so far, would we even put Rahane as in the top 3 knocks of this year's competition so far?
In terms of pure entertainment, I think it's because of the sheer
No,
absurdity
okay, so
of
go
it,
on,
sheer
go on. Tell me
unpredictability.
a top 3 IPL 2023 knocks so far.
You mean
Gaikwad,
like in terms of entertainment or what?
entertainment, in terms of what pleased you the most.
Okay, Shardul number 1
Okay, that's a great
because
shot.
it was like both match situation and entertainment. It was like number 1 Shardul.
Agreed.
I think the way Gaikwad like almost he was just basically caressing the ball into like he was hitting it. He's not even like violently smashing it. He was like hitting 80-meter sixes by just doing this, timing it. So that was beautiful. So I would put it as number 2. I have Shardul, Gaikwad, and look, there's a clear bias in this, but I would pick Prabsimran's knock also as the 3rd.
Oh, that's 3 good shouts, man.
And I would
and talk about Rahane going from strength to strength.
First is also Rahane. Because of the sheer, I think I'll give a special prize to Rahane.
Yeah.
It's like who even thought like Rahane was capable of doing this? Who thought Rahane had it in his locker?
Correct.
So I think Jurel one I would put it in rather a cameo rather than a knock.
Yeah.
Because it was like a very short, like a 10-11 ball stay. But yeah, Jurel was brilliant. But I think we can have a separate cameo sections if you're rating it in terms of knocks. 61 of 25. Come on, man. Like what?
Even Butler, the first day in Hyderabad, 54 of 22.
Yeah, but it's Butler. Why would you put Butler's
why would
knock?
you put Butler?
Like you've seen 100 of those knocks in the last 3 years.
That is true. Tilak Varma against RCB.
Good. In terms of the circumstances under which it was played, but in terms of entertainment and all, like no, I wouldn't say top 5 maybe.
Yeah.
As Rahane smashed one straight to the fielder, he has, but 61 of 27. Somebody calculates the strike rate that is more than 200, I guess.
Yeah.
210, 212, 215.
That's quite ridiculous. That's literally 4.3 overs for 61. And Piyush Chawla,
Sweating.
everyone gets him out. Sweating. Jaiswal knock in first game and third game outscored Butler.
Of course, today's Jaiswal cameo was not
Yeah.
even a cameo, it was a proper knock. It was brilliant. I think he missed out on a ton, if I'm being honest.
Correct.
But look, end of a wonderful innings.
Wonderful
Wonderful is an understatement, right?
Yeah, it's an understatement, and I generally feel like I don't know, I feel really happy for Rahane because lots of people just like the way he was ushered out of the test team as well.
Yeah.
Of course.
Especially when Kohli and Pujara kept their spots.
Exactly. And it's not fair, right? Because Rahane has been a great servant for Indian cricket, and this knock just maybe made his fans all the more happy tonight. So, look, CSK lose a wicket, but really nothing to worry. I'm winning my bet at least. 25 minutes, let them just slow it down.
So
right
who
now.
walks in now? Dubey. Oh yes, I would send in Dubey. 2 spinners
I
operating.
think, yeah, right.
And 2 spinners operating, and Mumbai don't have any real pace to trouble Dubey with the short ball.
Yeah.
So I say go with Dubey.
I think that's a good shout.
Raido has not been subbed in yet, right? I don't think he's been
No.
subbed in yet.
Not yet.
So
And the fact that Kumar Karthikeya is going to roll the next over.
So who else is left? So we have Raido left. I mean, assuming he'll be subbed. in. We have
Jadeja.
Sandra. We have Chahar won't bat, I guess.
Jadeja, Pretorius, Dhoni.
Oh, should Dhoni promote himself?
Dhoni.
Throw back to 1K Day 2011.
I want Dhoni to get some batting time out there, just to make the Watchalong more interesting.
If you guys would love to see Dhoni promote himself, just
Yeah, for sure.
and I think who's it? Is it Dubey?
Yeah, it is Dubey. So well predicted. Good shout there. Dubey, knowing that he loves spin. Rahane just timed this too well to long ball. But 27, I mean,
So
ball 61,
the
brilliant.
2023, we've already seen Steve Smith score like 3 T20 hundreds. We've seen Rahane score a 61 of 27 balls.
Yeah, we've seen two double
What else?
double
It's like
centuries.
Pujara
in
getting
ODIs.
a late, late entry or something. Pujara.
Correct.
Or are you going to see a century from Manish Pandey somewhere down the line?
With Manish Pandey. Oof. We saw, remember, two double centurions
Yes, we are living in
ODI cricket.
we are living at a time where Prithvi Shaw gets dropped from the starting 11 and is used as an impact sub, and Rahane scores 27 of 61 balls.
Yeah.
So how the tables have turned,
What has the world come to?
But what do you think of Cam Green's bowling so far? Solid?
I wanted to ask you this actually. I just thought about it. The fact that Cricket Australia were adamant that Cam Green wouldn't bowl in this year's IPL, remember?
No, he confirmed himself that such talks were like BS. He confirmed that.
Was that the same case then with Stokes in the ECB?
No. Stokes just spoke to Sky Sports. That's a tongue twister.
Oh,
Stokes just spoke to Sky Sports yesterday, and he said that he's been managing his injury carefully, and the 1 over he bowled for Chennai last time around was the first time he's bowled pain-free in his knee for a long time.
interesting.
But this is a new ankle injury or heel injury he's picked up. So this is unrelated to the trouble in his knee.
Okay. That's why we were putting out a reel as well on our platform saying if Dhoni is bigger than the ECB, but obviously, let's see how that goes. Jay Kishan Sharma, good to see you as well. Talas will credit on his talk as MS Masterclass.
Yeah, we are also
Tala
Tala
sexuals.
beeps.
Are we a Tala babe?
Tala,
I like Tala, bro. Tala is Tala.
Tala gaon.
Yeah.
Tala gaon.
I mean, essentially,
Kale and Kishan should take.
I know there's certain MSD haters, but how can you hate the guy?
Yeah.
He's just won everything.
You can hate his fans though, not the guy.
Yeah, you can hate his fans, but not the guy.
Oh, while Rahane is sitting in the crowd.
Oh,
I forgot Green is there to bounce the way out.
Green is
my
there.
apologies.
Akshay Dadi saying KL and Kishan should take notes from intent from Jaiswal and Rahane. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, Jaiswal, I think if he has a 450 run season with a strike rate of 140 plus, he should be fast tracked into the national team. I mean, he's the next all format star, right? Waiting to, and we know BCCI loves their all format stars. They're like desperately trying to turn Gill into an all format star, Shreyas Iyer into an all format star. But Jaiswal is like, this guy is, he scored a double century 3 years ago when he was like 18 or 19 in 50 over cricket. Then he's just smashing like 6-7 first class runs. Then everyone thought he was not suited for T20 cricket after his first season with Rajasthan. And he comes and just turns into this intent merchant.
Yeah.
And now he's marrying that intent with consistency and big runs.
Fair.
So sky is the limit, when it comes to the.
One second. Shivam Dubey. Nearly we.
Oh, well.
All kind of going off there. By the way, just put out a poll question asking who's the best skipper of all-time IPL, Rohit, Dhoni, or any other one.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. That particular delivery.
Oh yeah, that's a movie as well.
Yeah.
You've seen the movie?
I've seen, except 15 minutes, I've seen everything.
Bro, it's a ridiculous movie, that movie. Absolutely ridiculous, that movie.
So.
But yeah, that was actually that ball. I was going to ask Anil something else with regards to CSK right now.
Oh, Dubey smashes it, but straight to the fielder. But that will give him confidence to smash Piyush Chawla in the next over.
Maybe. 86 for 2, 9 overs gone. So here's the thing, right? We've seen settled batting orders in IPL cricket, namely RCB, namely other teams. CSK, I think for the longest time, have never had settled positions.
Except for opening pairs, right?
Yeah.
Almost, yeah. I mean, that's why they are also one of the best T20 teams to have ever played the format.
Do you think they're the most flexible batting team ever?
Yeah, because year after year they go about constructing their batting unit such a way. Like the times they had Morkel who could float up and down the order. Dhoni himself was a floater for the longest time, not recently, but during his peak years, Dhoni was certainly a floater who could play either 6, 7 or 5 also based on the situation. Then even last year, right, Moeen is a floater. Again, Moeen is a floater. Right now you have Dubey is a floater. I mean,
Santner can be a floater.
No.
Jadeja's a
In this
floater.
format, probably not.
They
Santner.
have taken Santner in some IPL
But yeah, I
games
mean,
at the top of the
I
order.
remember the first season back where Deepak Chahar got promoted at number 5 or something. I think.
And even way back in 2008, someone like Subramanian Badranath was just a floater.
Oh, Dubey, that's. Oh my
that's
God,
power.
that is absolutely mauled.
That is
is brutalized from Dubey.
Yeah. I actually like the
my
choice
God.
of word from Anirudh. Mauled is the best way to depict that because it is just leathered back. I
Good
mean,
God, I mean, look,
I didn't want to be the ball that.
it is like
Dubey.
Dubey's smashing spin is a great side, right? The
Yeah.
planted foot. It's like we were talking about this the other day outside, just off air. I'll tell you after this ball. And
throws it away.
he's that's Gavaskar's favorite outcome.
Dadich, you want to say predict how selection for the World Cup 2024 gets affected by the end of the
We'll
season?
get to this as well.
Yeah.
So saying how basically Venkatesh Iyer bats like his hands are cuffed, so he bats without any wrist, and Dubey bats like his feet is stuck to the ground, no footwork whatsoever.
Was it Akshay who called Venkatesh Iyer the modern day David Gower?
Oh yeah, we need to punish him for
Yeah, we need to punish
such
him.
blasphemous
Blasphemy. Absolute
statements.
blasphemy.
But yeah, predict how selection for World Cup 2024 gets affected by the end of it. So
More than this year, I think next year's will be key.
no, but by this year you will start zeroing on your potential shortlist, right? So first of all, I would love to know whether they think Rohit and Rahul are in the picture.
If not, is it a no-brainer in Gaikwad and Gill?
Gaikwad and Gill,
Sure.
or choose between Gaikwad and Gill and pick Jaiswal on the other end.
Yeah.
Left-handed opener, and honestly, Jaiswal is the best left-handed opener I think in the country right now.
Yeah.
T20s
Correct.
potentially, probably, and I would, if I was India, I would really look at Tilak Verma. I think he's a much better batter than Huda.
Yeah.
So I know why they have picked Huda because he can bowl, but so can Tilak.
Yeah, and I would even look at maybe even a Sai Sudarshan too.
Oh yeah, but again, I think Sai Sudarshan is still. I don't think he'll be ready by the time it's 2024
True.
World Cup. But I think.
But because he's grown up on pitches like Chepauk, don't you think his spin game in West Indies will be good? Or you don't?
Yeah,
think so?
let's see how he fares this season. Obviously,
Yeah.
we'll get a much better picture of.
By the way, he features in that fantasy preview, so if it's ready, we can probably play the fantasy preview now and then come back with more things. Right now, Dubey takes another single.
strike.
CSK 97 for 210 overs gone. And we'll just show you the fantasy preview right now because some fascinating tips. Is it ready? Oh, it's not ready right now. Sorry, I thought Vikas told me it's ready. We'll play it in due course then.
So yeah, coming back to the World Cup selection talks.
Yeah.
Tilak Verma would be ahead of Deepak Huda in my shortlist personally, but I don't know how it will work because I think Huda will get the advantage of being an incumbent.
Fair.
Unfortunately, unless Shaw drastically turns his season around, I don't see Shaw being in the picture.
What about Sanju Samson?
Of course, he should start in my opinion.
Yeah.
Surya, of course, Surya is starting, but
Yeah.
hopefully this is just a temporary rough patch and it's not like a.
What about Jadeja?
Of course.
Jadeja
He's there.
starts?
Yeah. I have my doubts over Aksar and Sundar. Sundar, I mean, you have to look at Sundar's numbers in the IPL since he moved to SRH there.
What kind of pacers
Absolutely
are you
right.
looking at when you talk about West Indies?
Mm,
Because Harshal Patel's been off.
Siraj,
Siraj's
I
been
pick
off.
Siraj. I'm just talking about the shortlist. Siraj
Fair.
should be there. All the usual
Shardul.
suspects. Perhaps, let's see. Then you
Would you take
have-
Shami?
Ooh.
Pulled away from
Yeah. I think given Windies to be skiddy,
Yeah.
but yeah, Shami, use him properly, use him up front and such stuff. Bhuvi probably done, no longer. Umran, keep him in the loop for sure. But yeah, I mean, fast bowlers, again, I've written a very big article on what this IPL means for all the bowlers in India. So you
Oh
can
yeah, that's a good
check
article.
that out. Not sure if we can post the link, but maybe.
I think we can post the link in the comments.
I mean,
Which article is that though?
yeah, I forgot the headline, but you have to.
It's on the cricket.com website essentially.
Guys, you
Check it out. That's another reason to download the app.
Too many
Essentially.
articles.
Too many articles because the one that he was writing till like 3:30 in the morning last night was one in Krunal Pandya and how he's kind of rejuvenated was the word you chose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Resurrected.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And how he's done that in LSG colors, enjoying bowling.
So I will just throw a couple of numbers from that Krunal Pandya article. So in the middle overs, overs 7 to 15. Yeah, this is the Krunal Pandya article. In the middle overs, it's over 7 to 15. Since last season, Krunal has the second best economy rate.
Yeah, the
I'm
best.
sorry, sir. Against right-handers, I think
Correct.
he has second best economy rate, which is actually I'm confused.
6.4. There are two
no, no,
stats. I read that piece as
in
well.
the middle overs, the best is Narain.
Yeah.
The second
then
is
his head.
Krunal. When it comes to right-handers, it is Narain, Rashid, and then it's Krunal.
Yeah.
So look, he's been elite with the ball, and you can see pitch maps in their articles how he's adjusted his line and length also the last 2 years, because he had 2 bad seasons with Mumbai, but now he's completely been a changed bowler since coming to Lucknow, and I think if Lucknow prepare these turning tracks, he could be one of the most important players for them this season.
Correct.
But yeah, Chennai 1 away from 100.
1 away from 100, and it makes you just generally think about when will they start pressing on the gas. Now I know Dubey already has, but net run rate's such a big thing generally. So,
RCB will know.
Yeah, for sure. RCB will definitely know. Look at all the Mumbai fans dressed over there. They're going to be absolutely in a bunch of tears right now. Harbhajan being asked a question over there. I think he'll choose Rohit in terms of how do you differentiate them in terms of captains.
Oh yeah, Harbhajan was another,
So I was asking the guys at the halftime show and asked Som, and this was our top 5 segment for today. Players who played for both Mumbai and Chennai, right? So Som said Dwayne Smith, Harbhajan, Mike Hussey, Raidu. So those are the 4. The other contenders were Uttapa, Nehra, Dwayne Bravo, but more for CSK. He didn't do that much for.
Yeah, I mean he did start with Mumbai when the good old 2008 season.
Players who've done well for both CSK and
done well for both. I think you've named pretty much everyone. Dwayne Smith is also there, right?
Was James Franklin part of both setups?
Not quite sure. James Franklin.
Was Jacob Oram part of
Did you
both
include
setups?
Harbhajan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harbhajan, Raidu, Mike Hussey,
Jacob Oram probably.
and Dwayne Smith.
Not sure when. I'm not sure if we could include Oram, but yeah.
What about?
So Veera, we'll answer this question. Hello
Yeah.
guys. Wrist versus finger spin. Who should be the must in any T20 11? I think it depends on the conditions. Honestly, if it's a wicket like the Lucknow one yesterday, where accuracy is everything, right? You'd benefit from having wrist spinners finger spinners, like you can just keep it consistent, like Krunal, like Markram, and even though Bishnoi is a wrist spinner technically, he
Bracewell.
Yeah, Bishnoi just fires it in, right?
Is more for
But
off break bowler.
on flatter wickets like like Aussie conditions and all, you'd much rather have wrist spinners because they had to have the ability to create something out of nothing, like entice the batsman to play a fall shot. That's why India suffered last World Cup. They didn't have a wrist spinner.
I mean, and today generally, right, the rule is like leg spin and wrist spin is just the winners. But today, funnily, it's the finger spinners and Jadeja and Santner. It's just an example that I'm giving. I would also suggest, Veera, and good to see you in the comments, we did our last decoded on the perfect subtleties in a T20 side.
Yeah.
And that will tell you about wrist spin and the finger spin. Just check that out. I request Shauna to also probably plug that link in the comments below. The perfect subtleties in T20 was a cricket.com. I so short, I think during the T20 World Cup, but it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, that article.
Yeah, I think one more video, types of T20 batters.
Yeah, types of T20 batters as well. That was a good one.
2 timeless pieces.
2 really good pieces that. But look, Chennai inevitably cruising to a win. Have they kind of won more games against Mumbai in Wankhede and vice versa? Every time Mumbai play Chennai in Chennai, they dominate them.
It reminds me of the Australia-South Africa test rivalry. Where until recent, I think this was the first time Australia won a test series in Australia against South Africa in like 15, 16 years, I think. Yeah. Maybe more. It's just that,
I don't know if you can think of any football references like that. Right? City United, actually, in the last 4 or 5 years.
Maybe, but
where we actually beat them more at the Etihad, and they beat us more at Old Trafford.
Ritik Shokeen. Be careful against Dupe.
Yeah, I mean, Dupe might really go down with him, but 55 required a 53, and I think I'm safe to say I'm not owing anyone gins and tonics tonight because 10:30, the cutoff time is another 5 minutes left. By the way, that's a reminder for Somesh Agarwal to come and take my place because I want to have a quick bite Even
Quick
though
bites.
I had my dinner, but there's still something pending. So just like
It's
whatever.
like having sugar cravings.
And plus, at the end of the day, we've done a package with regards to a doctor. We spoke to a doctor in Manipal Hospitals in Bangalore, asking him all the IPL injuries who's worked with RCB before. That's going to be a weekend special. There's also a Rashid Khan feature coming out, saying why he's the best bowler in the world, the lengths he bowls, the lines he bowls, the speed he bowls at. It's some really, really good content. So if you're watching for the first time, subscribe and press the bell icon. For many of you forget to press the bell icon because ultimately it gives you all the notifications. Any video, you will see it first. So please do that. And like this video if you're watching for the first time. Can Dube take on Ritik Shokeen? I think a 6 coming here. Oh, he's playing it.
No, he's blocked it.
What is he doing?
Taking a
What
leaf
is
out
he
of Dhoni's
doing?
book.
It's a joke. I mean, I wanted to see Dhoni bat as well today. Didn't get my wishes.
You
there.
are watching him bat right now as we speak.
But one second, Mumbai have just played only.
Oi!
Sucked him
But
into
he
the-
found the gap perfectly, bisected the two fielders. And yeah, I mean, look, Dube keeps playing these gems.
Bro, Raidu's on him padded up. So,
Yeah, he's not playing today.
so I don't think he's coming out of bat. And by the way,
unless they see a double hat trick.
so they lost to RCB.
Yep.
And now they're losing to CSK. They haven't
Yeah.
played any other game, right?
No, they are 0-2. After today they'll be 0-2.
The 0-2, Delhi already 0-3.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sunrisers could be 0-3 tomorrow. Sunrisers are also 0-2.
oh, okay. So 3 teams, no points so far
Look,
in the IPL.
so far.
And anyone with a 100% record?
Two
Punjab.
teams.
And
Gujarat and Punjab.
Or Gujarat and Punjab.
And both Gujarat and Punjab can go 3-0 up with victories tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be
And
interesting.
Gujarat are playing Kolkata, which you guys voted should be our watch along.
Correct. That was a good question as well, thrown into the YouTube poll and clear winners in terms of GTK. So we'll be here in terms of all the beer and barbecue and the Watchalong. Probably get a grill and, of course, shots. Please, for the love of God, I haven't said this, Saurabh. I'm a huge RCB fan, so please. How's Mumbai going? How's Mumbai? Can you look outside the window? Are they burning buses? I'm sick and tired of this whole promotion. All these Australian fans are flapping.
Oof, what a ball.
And they dropped it. Oh, they've taken it over and over.
Siraj is like, तेरे पास keeping gloves है, मेरे पास मेरा खुद का हाथ है. Oh, Chira, oh, this is literally peak Siraj.
Oh, God.
Strategic drop.
God, this.
So,
Yep. Your thoughts on Rahane now?
I mean, that's what I was telling Avnish, that this is one of the most, remarkable things I've seen in the IPL in a while, because like, who expects Rahane to do what he did, right?
But doesn't it happen with CSK often?
Yeah, it happened. But see, even with Uttapa, I was not surprised because he had been batting really well for Kerala. Then even in Rajasthan, whenever he batted at the top of the order, he showed signs that he could probably have a very good season. But Rahane, right, he's been not even performing in SMAT. And his IPL career has been on a decline for a while. And he comes out and scores a joint second fastest 50 in CSK's IPL history. That is just absolutely insane. I think that is the single biggest WTF moment of this
season
so
Yeah.
far. What else could you?
And look at everyone else. Everyone is struggling except him.
Yeah. Would you have any other, like, if you let's say top,
I mean,
say your
it's-
top 5 WTF
It's
moments?
just so bizarre how these things pan out for CSK. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know what they say or what they don't say, how they prepare
It's just
the
the
players,
vibes,
but
I think.
yeah, I mean, there has to be something in that dressing room which just make people
Right.
want to succeed, want to perform at a level which is sort of one notch higher than what they're capable of even.
There's an aura, I guess.
Yeah. Vikramaditya Singh, am I been really unlucky with injuries or have they really? I mean, it's obvious Vikram.
Both, or the auction. only.
I think it's the proportion of if I have to divide, I think the major screw up happened at the auction.
Yeah.
Injuries have just made it a case that where they absolutely can't even. I mean, for them qualifying
He's
in the
out
top
of reach
4
right now.
would be like just winning the trophy.
Yeah, and I honestly feel that even with Bumrah and Archer both, even if both were fit, right, I don't think they're title contenders.
They're not, because there is no spin attack.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they bowl 8 overs, who would be bowling the other 12
Yeah,
overs?
and their Indian pace contingent is the weakest probably ever. As in, without Bumrah, is this like the weakest Indian pace bowling contingent we have seen in IPL 15-year history? Close.
And with Rohit Sharma's form,
Yeah.
Ishan Kishan being on and off, there are too many concerns.
So, I mean, come on, guys, finish it off quickly. Come
Yeah,
on,
I think
Dubai, come on.
Definitely not getting my free gin. That's out of reach.
Yeah,
Things
but
have just
look,
slowed down.
Mumbai have quietly, just slid in a couple of quiet overs. After that 6, Dubai hasn't done. Was it a 6 or a 4?
Dubai has not looked the Dubai of 2022 so far this season.
No, I mean, he did play a good cameo against Lucknow, though.
Did he?
Yeah, he scored 27 of. He hit 3 sixes in total that match. 27 of like 70.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So they overbowled Bishnoi to him. He
Yeah.
was struggling to a point, and then he took on Bishnoi.
But Bishnoi is like he's not even a leg spinner, right? He's just
Yeah. But I think in that game, Lucknow made an error. If they had bowled Lavesh Khan to him, things could have been
But
different.
Chennai almost made a fatal blunder by not opening with Moeen.
Yeah. But I think, but even in that game, Lucknow's blunder tipped Chennai's blunder. I mean,
So
Krishnappa was bowling in power play to Gaikwad. It just didn't make sense.
speaking of Chennai, does this look like a team that can qualify?
Oh, sure.
There you go. That is
Jesse
Dubai for
is
you.
like mad.
Muscle. Speaking of Chennai, does this team fill you with hope? Do you think they have the ability to
I picked
qualify
them
for the
in my
playoffs?
top 4 because I feel a lot of other teams who can screw up. I mean,
Punjab?
obviously I
Attacks?
can't be definite, but ahead of the season, I had my questions over Sunrisers because I think Sunrisers might do well next season, but for this season, I think they have a lot of players who are still new to this format, and we all of us know that it takes a while. Like we've seen with Harry Brook, it'll take a while for him to get his groove going, and by that time, SRH might have already lost a lot of games.
Yeah.
And even I have a question about their bowling attack.
So
RCB's batting never fills me with hope. MI don't have a bowling attack.
Yeah.
KKR don't have a batting attack. I mean, at least they don't have a top order.
Yeah.
Even if they have some lower order hitting, they don't have a top order. So these 4 teams are out of contention. With Punjab, you never know.
It could be like, even if they are on the verge of qualifying, they can just lose 6 in a row and not qualify.
Yeah, Gujarat were pretty lucky last season, and even this season so far they've been winning tosses and all. So let's see how much they can ride their luck. So,
but this is already one away win ticked for Chennai.
Yeah.
They need like more than max to max like 2 or 3 more away wins, and they are set, right? Basically, assuming they win at least 5 at home, 5 out of 7 is not an unrealistic target.
Yeah.
At home at Chepauk. So Dubai will you go
especially when they play
again?
teams like RCB.
RCB
They
and
should fancy themselves.
Sunrisers.
Yeah, I mean Sunrisers, they just don't have a spin attack.
IPL is losing its charm. I mean, it would be nice if we get more nail biters, thrillers.
Yeah.
We've just had one close match in the entire IPL. So
That was the first game.
no, the Rajasthan Punjab match.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, see, it's like Rutraj is operating on like first gear, second gear so far. He's like not even
He's
like
ambling.
trying to
Hmm.
be aggressive. He's like, just bowl to me, I'll bat. And and before this boundary, he was on 25 of 27. And
The thing is, Rani created has so much difference that he doesn't need to do anything different. He can just play run-a ball and take the team home.
yeah, it's shocking that SV goes on to say it's shocking that last time Indian paces were an issue, and instead of improving, they further weakened it. And not only that, they left out Murugan Ashwin as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have easily purchased, like Sandeep
Sharma. Actually, I was before the auction. I was like sure that they'll go for Sandeep Sharma, and when they did not, I was like, I don't know what their think tank is doing.
And Saini also, right? Even Saini, I think they could have gone for, right? Don't you think?
But was Saini released by Rajasthan?
I think he was a free agent, no, last season, wasn't he? He was the auction table, right, Saini?
Last season,
Oh, this auction he was not there.
I think he was with Ara, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but it was a royal screw up to just put faith on Bumrah and Archer to injury
Yeah.
prone. Bumrah wasn't probably injury prone when they. Oh, by the time they retained him, he already had one stress fracture, right? So they should
Yeah,
have
I
seen
mean,
it
but
coming.
even with them, this season they knew that they've already faced issues last season. So
Yeah.
there was no reason for them to not go for Sandeep Sharma this season.
Yeah. So a couple of more sixes from Dubey's bat would be nice this over.
Arey baap re. Questions have already started to pour in about Rahane's inclusion in the World Cup squad. Yeah, of course, why not? Give everyone a chance. Take a 50-man squad. Oh, bold. Kumar Karthik gets a
Man.
wicket.
People are. Oh, he does the KL celebration. And yeah, people are chuffed, but it's nothing but a consolation for Mumbai because this match is ending hopefully within the next 30 minutes.
4 overs.
So what? Oh, it
this
was
so
a.
googly.
Damn, that is a very interesting delivery.
Yeah. Kumar Karthik, the boy from MP.
Yeah.
I don't know why he did not play the first game, maybe due to injury. But him, Bendorf remain the only option. So what if Archer doesn't play this season? They should release him after that, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, so let's talk about this, right? Like, who these expensive players who could be let go after this season? I feel Deepak Chahar is one.
Deepak Chahar,
If he-
Jofra Archer.
Archer is one. I think Venkatesh Iyer is another one by
Yeah.
Kolkata.
Let's go team by team. I think Mumbai plenty. Mumbai should release Rohit
Rohit,
Sharma,
Ishan Kishan,
Cameron Green, Jofra Archer. So they can actually
They'll have a 70-80 crore
55 crores. 55 crores if they release these four. But the point is they can't use that 55 crores.
Who
They
will
can
they
actually
buy?
use them to buy these player back
Yeah,
to
okay.
save some
But
money.
who will they buy? And what is the use of saving money? They need to improve their team, right? Not save money.
Yeah.
Or they could, what they can do is probably give crazy amount of money to some franchise in an all cash deal or something like that.
Yeah.
They throw like 30 crores.
Yeah, bring back Krunal Pandya.
Yeah.
I think Krunal Pandya might be. I don't know if he's still look. I mean, if he still be okay to play for Mumbai.
Yeah. I think Punjab, if you talk about Punjab, I think Shah Rukh Khan, I can see Shah Rukh Khan getting released at the
Yeah.
end of the season.
See, I'm talking about Krunal because Hardik is definitely not
Of course,
coming
yeah,
back.
yeah, of course. No, but I think Krunal is also. I mean, why would he leave Lucknow right now when his career is going pretty well?
Yeah, but does that has done so well for Mumbai over the years and closer to home.
But safe to say things are not looking great for Mumbai,
For Mumbai, yeah.
at all.
Actually, there were a lot of comments that Mumbai are building for future. I sort of don't agree with that.
They're building for future only in terms of the overseas players, not in terms of.
But even
Indian
then,
players. You need a
even then,
structure,
Perez
right?
and Cameron Green. Cameron Green is an unproven entity.
Yeah.
And there will come a point where Australia would want him to prioritize his test cricket.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I think WPL is where MI have hopes now. So they've already won a title there. They should just focus all their energies there.
so. Yeah. So the way Mumbai went about. Oh my
Oh,
God, that is a
full
ranked
toss.
full toss and that's been
Hit for
hit for six. First six of the match for Gaikwad, who again, he's barely.
I'm playing for my two orange cap.
Yeah. Who's the orange cap right now? I think it's Warner, if I'm not wrong.
Butler?
Warner went past him. So, look, another painful innings from Warner today, but I think you guys spoke enough about the Delhi match.
I mean, it is so tough to watch. I just feel for the fans, Delhi fans at the moment. I mean, the 3 games they have been the least watchable team.
The most hilarious thing was like Roman Paul coming in to take 18 hit of 4 overs and then trying to hit a 6 and getting out.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, some like Delhi, another team that royally
Yeah,
messed
2
up
more.
at the auction,
Mm.
like Mumbai.
Yeah, but I think it will come a point now that they'll need the top order players that they've bought. So they'll have to now go and play Phil Salt because they need
He's
someone.
the last guy.
Yeah,
Like, please, you at least do something.
yeah. At least make us watchable.
There's Yash Dul, they could potentially give him a chance.
I think they should have.
hopefully.
You should have played Yashdul ahead of Manish Pandey anyway, but I don't know.
So
Things work differently.
What do we got? 21 runs needed, something like that.
Mere formalities.
How lovely would it be if this match ends in the next over? How
we
lovely
can
would it be?
actually have the updated score, which is definitely not 125.
I mean,
So, which is the game you're looking forward to tomorrow?
I would like to see if Punjab have it in them to make it 3-0.
Hmm.
Because if they do, I think they actually have a
Oh.
big chance of I mean, any team that wins 3 in a row,
Hmm.
they put themselves automatically in the race unless they go on and lose like 5-6 in a row, which Punjab are capable of doing.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Sunrisers won 4 in the row last season.
Yeah,
And
5 in a row if I'm not wrong. But they lost also 3 or 4 in a row, right?
Yeah.
At the start. Or they lost just one.
Even RCB won 4 in a row in 2021. They qualified, but they qualified marte like they always use. They are used to qualifying that
And
way now.
so the news right now is that Matthew Short is all set to debut tomorrow because Rajapaksa, I think he's not fit enough to play tomorrow. Still,
And still no Livingston.
No, Livingston is not here until April 14, I guess. That's
Oh,
another
okay.
couple of matches. But
Hmm.
man, this is for irritating as Raidu is just.
By Maro, why go for it, Raidu.
But yeah, so in
Net run rate, Raidu.
But again, this will be interesting to see if they give a debut to Matthew Short or if they play like
Both Ellis and Rabatta.
Yeah, exactly. So that is
Yeah.
another realistic chance. But who are they playing again? They're playing Sunrisers, right?
Yeah, that would be a good game to watch actually.
But so far, Sunrisers like have been very boring. Very
See,
underperformed.
even in the last season, the
Underperformed.
issue with Sunrisers is they somehow find it very difficult to settle on 11.
Yeah.
They're not plagued by injuries.
Yeah.
First game was unavailability, but the sort of changes that they made in the last round, who in a right mind would drop Abhishek Sharma on a wicket like that? And then you have 5 righties.
And also other things like Sundar, like absolutely not doing any justice to his talent in the last 2 years since he moved
At least with the ball.
Sunrisers. Mayank just no rhythm whatsoever with the bat in the last year and a half since the start of the last IPL. And like you can't just rely on Rahul Tripathi to carry.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about Rahul Tripathi's knock. Even on that wicket, he was versatile enough to at least stay there and score some runs. I mean, although that game was very tough to watch.
Yeah. And
because of the conditions, I was really appreciating
This
how Rahul Tripathi managed to still.
Oh my
put something
God, we
together.
have-
अरे यार मत अबे साला अब तुम्हें strategic time out भी लेना है.
Yeah, we'll check with Chaunak once again if we have the fantasy.
Yeah, but I don't
preview
think we can play that clip because that clip is easily 400-500 MB and will take a while to load on the tools that we're using to
Mhm.
play this.
Right, then I think
Watchalong.
it's just down to us to kill time.
Kill time. 2.5 minutes.
Two
What
and
do you
a
want
half
us to talk about?
What were we talking about? We are talking about WTF moments from this IPL as well. So
Oh, yeah.
Rahane is number 1 for me.
Yeah.
I think just Sunrisers being this bad, I think that is another one in general. I never expected Sunrisers and like Harry Brook to dropping a wicket in particular is
Yeah.
another move I would say. Then probably in that match itself you can find 5 moments like subbing in Faruqi.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've not seen a team make as many tactical blunders in one game as Sunrisers did yesterday.
Yeah, and is there anything else? Are you missing anything? Oh, Shardul. Shardul's
Yeah,
knock.
man, Shardul's
Shardul's
wow.
knock.
What a moment.
Yeah, and just RCB imploding against spin the way they did. It's like 4 dismissals were bold for first 4 dismissals. Every dismissal was identical, like
Yeah.
bold, right-hander, bold. It's like, and now RCB have just. Oh, it's close, but
close, but still GT KKR is winning, so we'll probably stick to that. It'll also give us an evening which is slightly chiller than usual.
First time
in the
Avnish and
IPL.
Somesh get an evening off.
Evening off, yeah.
In a while, especially Avnish. He's
Yeah.
been off air. He's been literally crying
And-
about.
And isn't United playing?
They
in
played
the
today
evening?
itself.
Or they're playing today
Yeah.
itself. So
But what were
Oh yeah, they just played.
Yeah,
over
yeah.
them.
So yeah, we were talking about the shocking moments and RCB basically now they have basically projected their weakness in a like a 72-inch screen that this is our weakness.
Yeah,
So
everyone should take note.
Lucknow are going to prepare like a pitch 10 times worse than the one yesterday and just unleash every spinner they have, and it's just sad.
But I think that game is in Chennai, so
No, they are also playing. I saw the fixtures. But so me and Abnish were talking about this yesterday. So Gujarat and Lucknow are playing in Lucknow. Do you think it's going to be the most boring match
yeah,
of this season?
definitely.
But yeah, this hasn't.
But I mean, KL played a good knock yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Right from the get-go, he was just ahead of the innings. I expected him to fail
Oh yeah.
because
Or
tough
just play
cricket and all. Yeah.
his one of his knocks. But look, it's come down to 23 of 23 balls for no reason. Absolutely no reason. Raidu is, I don't know what he's doing, but
3 of 8.
why would you not have the mid-off up right now? Just put
Yeah.
some pressure.
I mean,
is
everyone
a-
has lost their interest and they're
No.
just playing for time now.
This seems to be a very new trend in T20s of late, where captains have the mid-off and mid-on up when during the death overs, and in these situations where you can actually choke the opposition sides, they are having long on,
Long
long
on,
off and
long
giving
back,
away
yeah.
easy signals.
Hmm.
Like, it is so bizarre. But did Dhoni inform Raidu and tell him that this is your net session, just enjoy it or something? 'Cause-
Yeah, but I mean, CSK can use this opportunity to improve the net run rate.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's more of a net session for Raidu
Yeah.
than a net run rate session. So
21 runs, they should ideally look to finish this in 8 balls.
actually, you're making a very good point, right? Why would you not just you have batting depth till number 8, 9,
Yeah, just get on with it because
Yeah,
don't matter
just-
on your NRR anyway.
and I'm sure that Chennai, if they qualify, I don't think they're going to qualify as number 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It comes down to 3 or 4. And when it comes to 3 or 4, most teams, it is safe to be on the good side of the net run rate, right? So, and you saw like RCB do what they did in their first match, where they took advantage of a nice situation against Mumbai again.
But they've equally screwed up the
Of
net
course,
run rate
yeah.
after that.
Yeah.
Lost.
Equally is
Yeah. Veera Reddy saying something. Harry Brook got out 4 times for response in 2 SRS practice matches and 2 previous matches. How did he perform so well in all parts of the world with such a clear flaw?
Actually, to be honest, he's not played that much international cricket, and Test cricket there is no spinners anymore in Test cricket. So, but this is an interesting thing. I think he played a Big Bash season 2 or 3 years ago for Hobart Hurricanes, and he averaged 8 or 9, and it was the same case. I think he got 4 or 5 times out to spinners, and it was pretty bad. And even if you look at the only international series where in T20s or in white ball cricket where he's really performed well was that Pakistan series away. And I don't think Usman Qadir played a lot in that series as well. And Pakistan wickets are anyway, even if you have the best spinner in the world, you can dispatch them.
So maybe Rahul Chahar to Harry Brook would be the matchup tomorrow.
Oh, for sure.
Jagmeet saying Mumbai won't be dropping Rohit Archer. They simply don't have the guts. I would play Ravi instead of Stubbs.
Yeah.
I think Jagmeet, I'll just play more bowlers. Definitely. Adding more batters won't help. Even if Archer is not playing, just play both Riley Meredith and Bend off.
Shot.
Finally. Come on, dude. Finishes off.
Finally,
Finish this off in this over.
Yeah, I mean, but Raidu's career trajectory is also very interesting. Out of nowhere, a couple of years ago, he turned into this insane intent merchant in the middle order, just smashing
especially
everything.
against pace.
Yeah, I remember that Mumbai match in Delhi where that Pollard did that thing, right? I think Raidu played
the last game before IPL stopped due to COVID.
Raidu
The
played
last game, yeah.
The last was Sunrisers versus Rajasthan, I guess.
The day game.
Yeah, and I think Raidu scored 75 of 30 odd balls. If I'm not wrong, it was such a good one. But yeah, we have a highlights package of Dubey for scoring 28 or 26, which is He's getting the
This is-
Virat
this-
Kohli treatment.
This is the state of this game. That
Getting
28 or 26 ball is getting into the highlights package.
Getting the Kohli treatment.
But yeah, definitely, we were having a conversation earlier that what are the most interesting, which is the best Al Clasico moment. This game is definitely not up there. I mean, not even
Oh,
close.
edged, and it's another boundary.
For
and
Chennai fans,
down
maybe
to single digits.
good chance of finishing this over.
So, Somesh, who is your man of the match? Tushar or
Good question.
Rahane?
I think Santner.
But I won't mind giving to Rahane as well, just for the lols.
Yeah,
Why not?
I think they'll end up giving it to Rahane.
Yeah. It is such a unprecedented knock that you almost have to give the man of the match to him. So Santner and these guys do it. I think Avnish won't even be needed, right?
Don't think so. I think he can chill.
Unless he wants to give a
Send off.
monologue or something like that towards the end.
A send off to his
Send off.
favorite Mumbai. I want to ask Avnish, I mean, whenever he's back, if he has to choose between MICSK, who will he choose?
I think he chooses MI. Because honestly, RCB have a fierce rivalry with CSK. But
I think CSK have
Mumbai don't
embarrassed
have-
RCB a lot.
yeah, and he should be like angry that CSK are so good that.
But Dhoni is actually taking his pads out. Pads off.
But well, this is still not ending.
Oh, is he wearing it?
Is this like the modern
Oh, he's
day?
wearing them.
Modern day.
Why is he wearing pads?
Modern day Yuvraj and.
He
Dhoni.
wants to walk out. He wants to walk
No,
out
Dubey
of
and
one
Dhoni,
career.
Yuvraj and Dhoni.
Yeah. But Dhoni putting his pads on now is interesting. Has he sent a signal to someone ki bhai out ho? I want to hit the winning runs. So that's the end of 18th over. We'll have a substitute here because it's only fair to have Avnish call this game off. This game which is just crawling.
Please, for the love of God, I haven't said this, Saurabh. I'm a huge RCB fan, so please. How's Mumbai going? How's Mumbai? Can you look outside the window? Are they burning buses? I'm sick and tired of this whole promotion. All these stadium fans are flapping.
Oof, what a ball.
Have they dropped it? No, they've taken it over.
Siraj is like, तेरे पास keeping gloves है, मेरे पास मेरा खुद का हाथ है. Oh, Chira, oh, this is literally peak Siraj.
Oh, God.
Strategic drop.
God, We'll be back soon, very soon. Fractions of seconds. I know it's kind of dying out this game. 6 to win. CSK's night, really. And when we look back at this game in 8, 9, 10 years, it'll be just for that Ajinkya Rahane debut. What a knock he played. 27 balls, 61. You can find out all the stats and analysis of that particular knock on our website right now in terms of the live blog and analysis. And also figure out the impact player and the impact scores on the app post-match.
Nitin's question, yes, Nitin Patidar is out for the whole tournament.
And he's been replaced as well with the Karnataka lad in Vijay Kumar. So that is the news which stemmed out from the RCB camp. Not to forget, Reece Topley also out for the whole tournament. Wayne Parnell is his replacement. Speaking of replacements, if you follow us on Instagram, you would know this. We've even put out a replacement 11 in this year's competition. So, of course, we'll feature that for you in one of the future watch-alongs because this one's getting over. And by the looks of things, if it wasn't for Ishan Kishan's right mitt, we would have probably been saying CSK have won by 7 wickets, which we will in about 10 seconds as Dhoni's taking.
I just don't know why did he wear pads in the first place.
Who, Dhoni?
Yeah, he started wearing his pads when they needed 7.
Maybe he just wanted memes of him on Instagram.
It'd be so funny if they need a run or something and they lose a wicket and then out walks Dhoni.
I mean,
For maybe the last time at Wankhede.
the crowd will absolutely love it. Anyway, Arshad Khan, Raidu. Finish it off with style. Oh my God, what an end to a very disappointing El Clasico. And like Som said it earlier this week, Leh Clasico. Literally that. But it's Dhoni's night, Som. And when we look back at this night in a week's time also, we'll be like, look, Mumbai's weaknesses are there to see. But Ajinkya Rahane, talk to me about that little cameo. And how much do you rate it as one of the knocks of the tournament so far?
It's definitely one of the WTF moments of the tournament. I think Shardul Thakur's knock and now Rahane's knock. It just, no one expected them to do that, but of course it's just CSK things. Someday someone has to put some camcorder in the CSK camp to know what is being told to these players who sort of are ready to just something inside them just ignites that they want to deliver for this team.
Yeah, and it's spot on. I think you've summed it up pretty well. Let's quickly move on to Mumbai then, because 2 games, 2 defeats. We know they're all slow starters and all of that. Their next assignment is at the Kotla on Tuesday night. Delhi Capitals play host to Mumbai Indians.
Oh, the battle of the wooden spoon. Some might call it.
I term it as the IPL 2020 repeat, the final, that is. But do you think Mumbai can pick up their first points in that match?
I would want Delhi to pick up points there because Delhi are in my top 4. I mean, I'm almost embarrassed saying that now. But yeah, I think Mumbai, I don't know, it'll be another painful watch because I don't know if Archer is not playing, will Meredith be back by then? If not, then Mumbai don't have a bowling lineup,
Correct.
which Delhi will relish.
Yeah.
Maybe I think it's time for them to bring Salt in, play Yashdul, Salt open with Warner, Shaw, Aram kar bhai tu. But I don't want it to happen. I think Shaw, I don't know. With Shaw, it's so tricky. You can't even ask him to bat in the middle order because he has been an opener all his life. But if things are not working for him, things are not working for him.
Correct.
So, but I still want Delhi to experiment with bringing Phil Salt because they need some firepower. That is lacking big time.
I like that shout because, look, expect to see if changes. And I say that because both those teams will be heading into that fixture without any points on the table. So Phil Salt is a good shout. I would love to see Devol Revis play. I know it's a very difficult choice for the Mumbai Indians to throw him in right now because their bowling woes need to be corrected. But look, who knows? We'll be there, of course, tomorrow in terms of doing the Sunday watch-along, the first ever afternoon watch-along in our IPL history in terms of CDC watch-alongs. And that'll be a good one. The fantasy preview is out there right now on the YouTube channel. So check that one out and download the cricket.com app. Final word, Somesh Agarwal. It's on a Saturday, which has lived up to the billing, but hopefully Sunday gives us more.
Yeah, I mean, 2 good teams. Gujarat, 2 good teams at least in terms of momentum. So Gujarat would be, Gujarat and Kolkata both are playing after a win. So both would be on a high. It will be a contest of 2 greatest IPL spinners of all time, Rashid's team taking on Narayan's team. So I think that is where the battle will lie. I want Hardik Pandya to lose toss for once, so that let's see how Gujarat do when the luck is not on their side. Evening game, Punjab, SRH. I'm just waiting to see what new fuck up SRH will do with their 11. But we'll find out in due course. But I think Sunday would be. I'm pretty sure Sunday will be more exciting than what we saw today because it was one of the most boring Saturdays in IPL history.
Yeah, it was a good Friday, remember, an ugly Saturday. And I don't know, by the looks of things, it could be a bad Sunday because Ahmedabad, Hyderabad. But enough of my silly jokes and Somesh and me right now. It's time to end the protocol as usual. Everyone's having a chuckle, but look, that's how I do it. Even if it's a bad joke, it still produces a smile. Thanks for watching. It's a goodbye from all of us. Subscribe and, of course, tell a friend, cricket.com. We're here to stay. And, of course, watch-alongs is your space as much as it is ours. Goodbye. We'll see you soon.